Thank you, ma'am. The Indian Society of Criminology has been at the forefront of promoting excellence, collaboration, and research in the field of criminology. Today, we have the privilege of hearing directly from the leaders and visionaries who steer the ship of the Indian Society of Criminology. And for this, I would request Dr. K. Paramasivan, Secretary at the Indian Society of Criminology, to present the ISC report and announce the ISC awards as well. Please, sir.
Very good morning, dignitaries on the dais of the dais. So, this is the report of Indian Society of Criminology for the year 2023. During the period, the total life member was 1963. During that time, we have conducted many programs. ISC collaborated with the Department of Commerce, PMT College, Usilambatti, Madurai, to organize a national workshop on role of Indian laws in women empowerment on 6th January 2023. An ISC collaboration with the DOCCJ, MS University Tirunelveli conducted public safety and health camp held at Government Higher Secondary School, Molekkaripatti in and around on 9th February 2023. ISC collaborated with the Department of Criminology and Criminal Justice, MS University, to organize 5th National Conference on Gender Justice and Tender Justice in India, held on 21st March 2023. And a one-day workshop on covenants and barriers in counseling organized by Department of Criminology and Criminal Justice, MS University, and ISC Tirunelveli local branch held on 30 March 2023. And one-day workshop on career in defense was organized by Department of Criminology, Criminal Justice, MS University, local branch of Tirunelveli, organized on 14th September 2023. Mumbai branch of ISC collaborated with the TIS to organize a lecture on state of US prisons, lectured by Professor Alison Weiss, practice and legal writing instructor at the Washington Lee School of Law, USA, on 15th September 2023. And Mumbai branch of ISC collaborated with Praveen Gandhi College of Law on organized one-day national seminar on criminal laws, contemporary issues on 25th September 2023. And ISC collaborated with Vision Foundation for Women in Madurai, organized a workshop on the need for legal awareness among rural women on 28th December 2023. And a PG course in criminology was started in RDM Nagpur University as an initiative done by the Nagpur ISC local branch. In a commemoration of 50th year of Indian Journal of Criminology, shaping the discourse and scholarship in criminology, a colleague was organized by National Law University, Delhi on December 23, 2023. And finally, the Nagpur chapter started a membership drive in entire Maharashtra on July 30, 2023. For the upcoming activities, the ISC is a knowledge partner of Today National Conference on Reinvention of Vulnerable, Crime, Victims and Justice, to be organized by Department of Criminology and Police Administration, DG Vaishnav College, Chennai, on 26th or 27th March 2024. Thank you. Yeah. And it is the time for announcement of ISC awards. The first prestigious award is the ISC Professor S.S. Srivastava Award for Excellence in Teaching and Research in Criminology. Now we call upon Dr. Syed Umar Ghaddab, Assistant Professor Head in Department of Criminology and Criminal Justice, Manan Sundaram University, on stage. Please. Dr. Syed Umar Ghaddab is an Assistant City, Tirunelveli, India. He obtained his Master's and PhD in Criminology from the University of Madras. He has over 15 years of teaching and 20 years of research experience in criminology and allied fields. He began his career as a lecturer in the UGC Innovative Program and Victimology and Victim Assistant at MS University in 2018. Over the years as a faculty, he focused on revising criminology curriculum, promoting research, and organizing conferences, workshops, and community engagement programs. He was instrumental in establishing the Indian Society of Criminology Tirunelveli local branch, housed at MS University. Dr. Syed Umar Ghaddab areas of expertise include crime prevention, cyber crimes, victimology, criminology, and social justice. He adopts as an interdisciplinary approach by integrating law, sociology, social work, psychology, and technology perspectives in his research scholarship. He has authored and edited one book, co-edited 2 books, and published over 45 papers in national and international peer-reviewed journals and over 20 book chapters in crime sciences. And he is a live member of Indian Society of Criminology, Indian Society of Victimology, and South Asian Society of Criminology and Victimology. He serves on the editorial books of national criminology journals and review journal, international journals. Dr. Syed Umar Ghutab has presented over 80 research papers at national and international academic conferences organized by bodies like Indian Society of Criminology, Asian Society of Criminology, World Society of Victimology. He chaired technical sessions on prominent criminology conferences in India and overseas. As a program officer of the NSS at MS University, Dr. Syed Umar Ghutab leads week-long special camping programs and social issues of students. He also frequently organizes legal literacy camps, health checkup camps, blood donation camps, and crime prevention awareness campaigns in rural villages. Dr. Syed Umar Ghutab has led student groups from MS University on educational study tours, attend seminars, and visit prisons, forensics labs, hospitals, and historical sites, even last 10 Indian states. He has organized faculty exchange programs with international universities. In recognition of his scholarly work, he was awarded the Special Jury Award for Most Promising Researcher by SARCV. His involvement in the field of academic criminology is massive and more appreciable in view of his contribution on a commitment to development of teaching and research in criminology. The ISC confers on him the prestigious ISC Professor S.S. Srivastava Award for the Excellence in Teaching and Research in Criminology for the year 2021. And the next award is Fellow of Indian Society of Criminology Award. So I welcome Dr. Vipin Vijay Nair from O.P. Jindal University to get this. Dr. Vipin Vijay Nair is an assistant professor of O.P. Jindal Institute of Behavioural Sciences, deputy director of the Center of Victimology and Psychological Studies, and assistant director of the Center of Criminology and Forensic Studies at O.P. Jindal Global University in Sonipat, India. He obtained his MA in Criminology from Guru Gobind Singh, Indra Prasad University, Delhi in 2016. He has over 7 years of teaching and research experience. He started his career as a research associate at O.P. Jindal Global University in 2018 and then joined as assistant professor in criminology and victimology at Jindal Institute of Behavioural Sciences in 2020. His areas of expertise include financial criminology, cyber victimology, rehabilitation of victims, LGBTQ rights, environmental victimology, and police psychology. He has published over 15 research papers in leading peer-reviewed national and international journals, along with 8 book chapters. Dr. Vipin has presented his research work in numerous academic conferences and meetings across India, USA, Japan, Spain, and other countries. He is a recipient of Best PhD Thesis Award in 2022 from the International Association of the Study of Organized Crime and the Award for Research Excellence in 2020 from O.P. Jindal Global University. Dr. Vipin has been invited expert speaker at various national and international events and peer-reviewed journals such as Indian Journal of Criminology, Journal of Victimology and Victim Justice, and Journal of Economic Criminology. He has been an active member of professional bodies in criminology, victimology, and forensic science, including Indian Society of Criminology, Indian Society of Victimology, SARCV, and Indian Criminology and Forensic Science Association. He was elected to the member of the Executive Council of Indian Society of Criminology for the term 2023 to 25. He is an emerging young scholar who aims to make significant contributions disciplines of criminology and victimology. His involvement to the field of academic criminology is highly appreciable in view of his contribution and commitment to the development of teaching and research criminology and victimology. The ISC confers on him the Fellow of Indian Society of Criminology for the year 2021. The next award is Mr. Ramesh Kannan, is nominated for a Fellow of Indian Society of Criminology. He is an active teacher and researcher in the field of criminology. Now he is working as Assistant Professor Head in Madurai Kamaraj University, Thoothukudi. He is having 5 years of teaching experience in criminology and victimology. As a head of department, Mr. Ramesh Kannan has focused on strengthening department through teaching, organizing conferences and workshops, and building ties with professional associations like ISC, ISV, and SOSCV. He has organized 8 awareness programs and campaigns for the Tirunelveli chapter since 2018, linked with ISC. He has led week-long NSS special camping programs on rural development and health awareness. As a part of the NSS activities, he conducted crime prevention and victim assistance camps for school and college students. He has participated in professional development trainings on topics like victimology, gender studies, and public speaking methodology organized by universities across India. He is a member of ISC, and he has conducted many programs with ISC, Tamil Nadu local branch. His involvement to the field of academic in criminology is highly appreciable. In view of his contribution and commitment to the development of teaching and research on criminology and police administration, the Indian Society of Criminology confers on him the Fellow of Indian Society of Criminology for the year 2021. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody. It is now a distinct privilege to welcome a distinguished individual whose leadership and guidance has been instrumental in steering the course of the 5th International and 44th All India Criminology Conference. Professor Dr. Purvi Pokhariyal, the very first female chairperson of the Indian Society of Criminology, I invite you, ma'am, to on the stage to please present your views. Please, ma'am.
A very good morning to all of you. Respected Professor N.K. Chakrabarti, President of Indian Society of Criminology, my organizing co-chair, Professor Asa Srivastav, Dean School of Behavioural Forensics, Dr. Param Sivam, the Secretary of Indian Society of Criminology, Dr. Svikar Lama, one of the organizing secretaries of this conference. We have a galaxy of who's who of the criminology of India over here in this hall. Respected Professor G.S. Bajpai, Vice Chancellor, National University, Delhi. Professor Balraj Chauhan, former Vice Chancellor of Dharmashastra, National University, Jabalpur. Professor Arvind Tiwari, Professor Mehrajuddin Mir, all the distinguished guest participants. It's a pleasure to welcome you all in this ISC award ceremony. I don't have to say much because we have to wind up the program, and I wanted to give much time to Professor Chakrabarti to say, but at the outset, I just would like to say one thing, that this is a conference that we have envisioned before a year at Kolkata during the last concluding session when Professor Pandey was talking about criminology in action, wherein we academicians should not deliberate on the issues of concerns within the 4 walls of our academic classrooms, but we need to ponder upon and make this deliberation on the larger platform, interacting with all these stakeholders of the criminal justice functionaries. And this is a gentle attempt with the help of my colleagues over here and with the support of our visionary Vice Chancellor, Dr. J.M. Vyas, and our beloved campus director, Professor Junare. We could organize this conference in association with the National Commission for Women, National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights, National Commission for Human Rights, State Human Rights Commissions, involving National Crime Record Bureau, all these law enforcement officers, correctional officers, forensic scientists, neuroscientists, so that the area of concern can be deliberated on one platform, creating wider discussions rather than discussing all these issues in our silos. So thank you for coming here. I once again welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your profound expertise, experience, and wisdom into the working of the Indian Society of Criminology. And now, without further delay, we move to the next segment where the upcoming person's leadership, dedication, and vision has been extremely instrumental in shaping the landscape of criminology and criminalistics in the country. I request the audience to please give a big round of applause where I invite Professor Dr. N.K. Chakrabarty, President of the Indian Society of Criminology, to give the presidential address. Please, sir.
Very good morning to everyone present in the historic occasion of 5th International and 44th All India Criminology Conference. The topic that we are to deliberate and discuss in the next 3 days, behavioral forensics, reintegrating expanding contours of criminology and criminalistics. Indeed, a very much emerging and much needed area Indian Criminology Society to deliberate, and Indian criminal justice functionaries also to look into. Without going to definitional discourses much, in short, we can begin with by common our parlance that this behavioral forensics, a multidisciplinary field that relates human behavior from violence to bizarre conduct to the criminal justice system. In fact, it is to be acknowledged now, though not much in India, but in the criminal justice administration and criminalistics in the world today, that how to predict potential violence and crime prevention, one of the important aspects that we should look into is behavioral forensics. Behavioral forensics can be applied in various domains, including law enforcement, corporate investigation, and particularly cyber security. It is not that this behavioral forensic and behavioral science in our identification of offender or offender treatment and his psychological and mind is all recent origin. From the field of law, anyone can acknowledge that we can trace its origin from Manhattan's case in 1893. Thereafter, through Sigmund Freud and others, sociological school of criminology, gradually we have acknowledged that behavioral science definitely having its impact in the investigation and prevention of crime. If we look into the beginning of this movement, we have to acknowledge the contribution of American Psychological Association, which started the course on psychology and also the journal that they introduced, recognize the field of behavioral aspect of criminal investigation. In the global investigation, we can identify at least some phases of court appreciation and intervention of this behavioral science in the psychological evaluations like causes and explanation of criminal behavior, methods of evidence collection, human behaviors during criminal proceedings, psychological aspects of the search for the truth in criminal law, the reliability of witness statements, and also responsibility, fixing the liability. In the sociological and psychological explanation of its impact and its application, we can identify some of the typologies of behavioral systems of psychological impact, such as criminal profiling, also expert witness testimony, cyber security, deception detection, corporate investigation, threat assessment, and also to develop research and training in the field of psychology towards using an application of this behavioral science. But we have to also accept that besides the three traditional modes of behavioral forensic, a fourth model of forensics also coming in the late 20th century. This new fourth model, which is evidence-based approach to formulate operational analysis, is the current need, and we have to look into that, how it can impact to our justice system. If we look into our Indian system, we can at least acknowledge that in our sentencing and also to some extent the investigation process, the behavioral forensics and psychological aspects of offender came into our apex code. We can think of the Selby case, we can think of the other Nandan theory in 2000 case, where it was acknowledged that the polygraph, narco-analysis, layered voice analysis, statement analysis, forensic hypnosis, psychological autopsy, forensic psychological assessment, and suspect detention system. This can be areas where we can think of in our criminal investigation. Though there is a traditional reservation in the Selby case, but I think gradually in sentencing process, Supreme Court accepted in 2000 that we have to think about the development of this psychological model, particularly the MOL behavioral genetic evidence. In short, we can think of that we have to acknowledge that India to develop some important development of behavioral forensics in our criminal justice system, and our new law also, the major legal reforms, indicated that some more scientific evidence and scientific investigation tools to be incorporated. To that end, I think this conference and Indian Society of Criminology rightly thought that we have to look into this, and I express my thanks and gratitude to National Forensic Science University for organizing this in a grand manner. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for fostering us with valuable perspectives on the evolving contours of criminology and inspiring us to continue our collective journey in the pursuit of knowledge and justice. Now it is time to thank our revered dignitaries and guests who have accompanied us, and for that I would request Dr. Swika Lama, sir, to kindly present the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the organizing committee, I feel very privileged to be able to present here and be asked to deliver a vote of thanks. As we all know that saying thank you is a respectful way to show appreciation, but these words would be less to thank the Indian Society of Criminology for giving us this opportunity to host the 5th International and 44th All India Criminology Conference. I would like to thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor of NUJS and President of ISC, Professor N.K. Chakrabarty, for guiding us, the ISC Secretary, Dr. K. Paramashivan, for his cooperation, and all the ISC office bearers. I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Padma Shri Dr. J.M. Vyas, sir, in absentia, for always being a beacon of light and always guiding and inspiring us. I would like to thank our respected campus director, Professor Dr. S. O. Junare, sir, for his constant support and guidance in organizing this conference. I would like to thank our executive registrar, sir, Shri C.D. Jadeja, sir, for providing us financial and administrative support. I would like to thank Professor Dr. Purvi Pokhriyal Ma'am, LNGen NICF's Delhi Campus Director and Chairperson of ISC, who was instrumental in bringing this conference to NFSU Gandhinagar and meticulously planning and organizing the conference with the organizing committee. Thank you, ma'am, for your constant support. I would like to thank Professor Dr. Asha Srivastav, ma'am, Dean of School of Behavioural Forensics and co-chairperson of this conference for her guidance and support during the conference. I would like to thank our advisory committee members, Professor G.S. Vajpayee, sir, Professor Arvind Tiwari, sir, Professor B.B. Pandey, Professor Merajuddin, sir, and Professor Madhu Sumasundaram, sir, Professor Minakshi, ma'am, and Professor Biula Shekhar, ma'am, for guiding us during this conference. I would like to express my gratitude to all chief guests, plenary speakers, chairs, co-chairs, presenters, and participants who have come from different parts of India and some from abroad to contribute for this conference. I hope that you have a wonderful stay at NFSU Gandhinagar, and I hope that your contributions will make this conference a fruitful one. I would like to thank our partners, NCPCR, NCW, NHRC, Gujarat State Human Rights Commissions, and sponsors Axonet System Private Limited and SSB Exports Private Limited as well. I would like to thank all my seniors, colleagues, conveners, and members of different organizing committees who have tirelessly worked as a team for this conference. I thank the co-organizing secretaries, Dr. Hani Matiani and Dr. Navtika Noftyal, who have worked hand in hand with me to make this conference a successful one. I would like to thank the administration team, especially the purchase department, for procuring and arranging all the essential commodities required during the conference, and Krupesh Bhai for arranging the audiovisual arrangements. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the backbone of our conference, our student volunteers, including the core committee volunteers, Shreya, Maitri, and publication team members, Anushka T. and Deepak Bhati, without whom we would not have been able to put up this show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And with this, we have concluded the ISC award ceremony. I request the dignitaries on the dais to please be comfortable in the audience, and we shall be soon starting with the next session. Everybody is requested to please be seated only while we are making arrangements for the stage for the next session. Thank you, everybody. It is requested that we avoid moving out because the VIP dignitary would be coming, so it's best we contain ourselves in the auditorium. Thank you.
prosperous.
There's a little announcement. I request the sofas in the first row may be vacated for only the VIP invited guest. Thank you.
Leading. India
I am told that the first sofa row is
prosperity and the future of
reserved for
society
the judges of the Gujarat High
and
Court
security.
and for the Director
The
General of
enforcement
Police
agencies require an even stronger system of crime detection and investigation to
and Vice
establish
Chancellors
peace
of
and
the
justice.
universities. Please be seated, and others, may I kindly request you to please move in the sofa section. Thank you. And if you have anybody has any confusion, please connect with me. Thank you.
In the field of forensic science. World's first and only forensic sciences university, that is, National Forensic Sciences University, popularly known as NFSU, was conceptualized and the foundation stone laid by the visionary Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi.
I congratulate the leadership.
The participants are requested to please
Management
take your seats and avoid any movement during.
for
Thank
their
you.
energy and commitment, making this university the pride of Gujarat and India.
Previously a state university, the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University has been upgraded as the National Forensic Sciences University and accorded the status of an institution of national importance by the
Science University बन
an area of 1,20,000 library and computer labs, and NFSU also runs various centers for academic research with hands-on training like Cyber Defense Center and supercomputing facility like Param Shavak, Center of Excellence for Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances, Ballistics Research and Testing Center, Forensic Psychology Lab, Forensic Innovation Center, Center for Futuristic Defense Studies, International Center for Humanitarian Forensics, Buddha Psychological Center, and Center for International Religions. NFSU has established a Cyber Defense Center to provide education and training of the latest tools that help strengthen the stability, security, and performance of cyber infrastructures and IT systems. used by government and defense agencies. Ballistics Research and Testing Center of NFSU is ISO 9001-2015 certified, one-stop solution for evaluation, testing, analysis and certification of ballistics materials such as armored vehicle, body armor, helmet, bullet-resistant panels, and many more. NFSU has established an exclusive center of excellence for research and analysis of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances, which provide testing, research, consultancy, and training services to national and international law enforcement agencies. NFSU also established an ultra-modern COVID testing laboratory to cater to the need of the health sector for RT-PCR testing and the industries to test their antiviral materials as per the international standards. This eco-friendly and green campus has international class hostels and guest house facilities to provide comfortable accommodation to students and guests. An amphitheater, playground for multiple sports, cafeteria, large auditorium with 560 seating capacity, learning resource center with internet facilities, together with a voluminous collection of electronic and printed books, journals, paper reviews and articles add into the list. Another campus of NFSU at New Delhi is known as Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Narayan National Institute of Criminology and Forensic Science. Besides this, a state-of-the-art campus at Goa has been established. A modern campus of NFSU has also been established in Tripura, offering various academic programs. To meet the acute shortage of forensic experts in India, NFSU is starting its new campuses across the country, including Lucknow, Manipur and many more.
The Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable HM, they both were interested that we should be an institution which should be able to cater to the needs of the entire globe. So internalization of this university was very much required so that India can take lead in this area in a full-fledged manner. And therefore, looking to its potential, the Government of India took a decision of upgrading, or you can say converting, this Gujarat Forensic Sciences University as a National Forensic Science University. And 1st October 2020, this Gujarat Forensic Science University was declared as a National Forensic Science University, but then it was also given additional recognition as an institution of national importance. As institution of national importance, now you can establish your campuses within India and other places and also outside India.
Apart from its state-of-the-art research facilities at NFSU, the university has collaborated with various foreign universities and institutions for research and training. The university has also collaborated with a number of Indian organizations such as Central Bureau of Investigation, Narcotics Control Bureau, Enforcement Directorate, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, and DRDO. The university provides 100% placement assistance and has created a full-fledged placements and career guidance cell, which works rigorously throughout the year, arranging placements for its students in various organizations worldwide. NFSU runs an international affairs cell to assist aspiring and existing international students, including overseas police and intelligence officials. Knowledge, wisdom, fulfillment, education through investigation. National Forensic Science University.
Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello.
India is leading. India is future. Prosperity and the future of society are backed by peace and security. The enforcement agencies require an even stronger system of crime detection and investigation to establish peace and justice. To embark on futuristic innovation and development in crime investigation and detection, the Government of India has established a unique university of specialized education with a focus to prepare ready-to-serve industry professionals in the field of forensic science. World's first and only forensic sciences university, that is, National Forensic Sciences University, popularly known as NFSU, was conceptualized and the foundation stone laid by the visionary Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi.
I congratulate the leadership, management and faculty for their energy and commitment, making this university the pride of Gujarat and India.
Previously a state university, the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University has been upgraded as the National Forensic Sciences University and accorded the status of an institution of national importance by the Government of India under the Ministry of Home Affairs. NFSU is a specialized higher education institution across the world, which is the only establishment of its kind dedicated to forensic sciences. The National Forensic Sciences University has its main campus at Gandhinagar, the capital city of the vibrant state of Gujarat. NFSU hosts a number of academic schools, namely the School of Doctoral Studies and Research, School of Forensic Science, School of Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics, School of Engineering and Technology, School of Management Studies, School of Pharmacy, School of Behavioural Science, School of Open Learning, School of Medico-Legal Studies, School of Law, Forensic Justice and Policy Studies, School of Police Science and Security Studies, and School of Forensic Psychology. The NFSU offers large number of postgraduate academic programs, along with various certificate courses through online mode. It also provides specialized training to officers from police and judiciary, defense forces, banking and finance, customs and immigrations, investigating agencies of the country and across the world.
गुजरात फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी नेशनल फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी बन चुकी है और मेरे लिए बड़ा हर्ष का विषय है कि जब गुजरात फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी बनी तब मैं गुजरात का गृह मंत्री था और आज के हमारे प्रधानमंत्री गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री थे। और जब नेशनल फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी बनी तब मैं भारत सरकार में गृह मंत्री हूं और नरेंद्र भाई देश के प्रधानमंत्री हैं।
The NFSU's ultra-modern Gujarat campus is spread across an area of 1,24,000 square meters. NFSU offers state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities, like laboratories with the latest equipment and instruments, a rich library, administrative wing, computer labs, and many more. NFSU also runs various centers for academic research with hands-on training like Cyber Defense Center and supercomputing facility like Param Shavak, Center of Excellence for Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances, Ballistics Research and Testing Center, Forensic Psychology Lab, Forensic Innovation Center, Center for Futuristic Defense Studies, International Center for Humanitarian Forensics, Buddha Psychological Center, and Center for International Religions. NFSU has established a Cyber Defense Center to provide education and training of the latest tools that help strengthen the stability, security, and performance of cyber infrastructures and IT systems used by government and defense agencies. Ballistics Research and Testing Center of NFSU is ISO 9001-2015 certified, one-stop solution for evaluation, testing, analysis and certification of ballistics materials such as armored vehicle, body armor, helmet, bullet-resistant panels, and many more. NFSU has established an exclusive center of excellence for research and analysis of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances, which provide testing, research, consultancy, and training services to national and international law enforcement agencies. NFSU also established an ultra-modern COVID testing laboratory to cater to the need of the health sector for RT-PCR testing and the industries to test their antiviral materials as per the international standards. This eco-friendly and green campus has international class hostels and guest house facilities to provide comfortable accommodation to students and guests. An amphitheater, playground for multiple sports, cafeteria, large auditorium with 560 seating capacity, learning resource center with internet facilities, together with a voluminous collection of electronic and printed books, journals, paper reviews and articles add into the list. Another campus of NFSU at New Delhi is known as Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Narayan National Institute of Criminology and Forensic Science. Besides this, a state-of-the-art campus at Goa has been established. A modern campus of NFSU has also been established in Tripura, offering various academic programs. To meet the acute shortage of forensic experts in India, NFSU is starting its new campuses across the country, including Lucknow, Manipur and many more.
The Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable HM, they both were interested that we should be an institution which should be able to cater to the needs of the entire globe. So internalization of this university was very much required so that India can take lead in this area in a full-fledged manner. And therefore, looking to its potential, the Government of India took a decision of upgrading, or you can say converting, this Gujarat Forensic Sciences University as a National Forensic Science University. And 1st October 2020, this Gujarat Forensic Science University was declared as a National Forensic Science University, but then it was also given additional recognition as an institution of national importance. As institution of national importance, now you can establish your campuses within India, in other places, and also outside India.
Apart from its state-of-the-art research facilities at NFSU, the university has collaborated with various foreign universities and institutions for research and training. The university has also collaborated with a number of Indian organizations such as Central Bureau of Investigation, Narcotics Control Bureau, Enforcement Directorate, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, and DRDO. The university provides 100% placement assistance and has created a full-fledged placements and career guidance cell, which works rigorously throughout the year, arranging placements for its students in various organizations worldwide. NFSU runs an international affairs cell to assist aspiring and existing international students, including overseas police and intelligence officials. Knowledge, wisdom, fulfillment, education through investigation. National Forensic Science University. India is prosperous. India is leading. India is future. Prosperity and the future of society are backed by peace and security. The enforcement agencies require an even stronger system of crime detection and investigation to establish peace and justice. To embark on futuristic innovation and development in crime investigation and detection, the Government of India has established a unique university of specialized education with a focus to prepare ready-to-serve industry professionals in the field of forensic science. World's first and only forensic sciences university, that is, National Forensic Sciences University, popularly known as NFSU, was conceptualized and the foundation stone laid by the visionary Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi.
I congratulate the leadership, management and faculty for their energy and commitment, making this university the pride of Gujarat and India.
Previously a state university, the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University has been upgraded as the National Forensic Sciences University and accorded the status of an institution of national importance by the Government of India under the Ministry of Home Affairs. NFSU is a specialized higher education institution across the world, which is the only establishment of its kind dedicated to forensic sciences. The National Forensic Sciences University has its main campus at Gandhinagar, the capital city of the vibrant state of Gujarat. NFSU hosts a number of academic schools, namely the School of Doctoral Studies and Research, School of Forensic Science, School of Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics, School of Engineering and Technology, School of Management Studies, School of Pharmacy, School of Behavioural Science, School of Open Learning, School of Medico-Legal Studies, School of Law, Forensic Justice and Policy Studies, School of Police Science and Security Studies, and School of Forensic Psychology. The NFSU offers large number of postgraduate academic programs, along with various certificate courses through online mode. It also provides specialized training to officers from police and judiciary, defense forces, banking and finance, customs and immigrations, investigating agencies of the country and across the world.
गुजरात फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी नेशनल फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी बन चुकी है और मेरे लिए बड़ा हर्ष का विषय है कि जब गुजरात फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी बनी तब मैं गुजरात का गृह मंत्री था और आज के हमारे प्रधानमंत्री गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री। और जब नेशनल फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी बनी तब मैं भारत सरकार में गृह मंत्री हूं और नरेंद्र भाई देश के प्रधानमंत्री हैं।
The NFSU's ultra-modern Gujarat campus is spread across an area of 1,24,000 square meters. NFSU offers state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities, like laboratories with the latest equipment and instruments, a rich library, administrative wing, computer labs, and many more. NFSU also runs various centers for academic research with hands-on training like Cyber Defense Center and supercomputing facility like Param Shavak, Center of Excellence for Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances, Ballistics Research and Testing Center, Forensic Psychology Lab, Forensic Innovation Center, Center for Futuristic Defense Studies, International Center for Humanitarian Forensics, Buddha Psychological Center, and Center for International Religions. NFSU has established a Cyber Defense Center to provide education and training of the latest tools that help strengthen the stability, security, and performance of cyber infrastructures and IT systems used by government and defense agencies. Ballistics Research and Testing Center of NFSU is ISO 9001-2015 certified one-stop solution for evaluation, testing, analysis and certification of ballistics materials such as armored vehicle, body armor, helmet, bullet-resistant panels, and many more. NFSU has established an exclusive center of excellence for research and analysis of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances, which provide testing, research, consultancy, and training services to national and international law enforcement agencies. NFSU also established an ultra-modern COVID testing laboratory to cater to the need of the health sector for RT-PCR testing and the industries to test their antiviral materials as per the international standards. This eco-friendly and green campus has international class hostels and guest house facilities to provide comfortable accommodation to students and guests. An amphitheater, playground for multiple sports, cafeteria, large auditorium with 560 seating capacity, learning resource center with internet facilities, together with a voluminous collection of electronic and printed books, journals, paper reviews and articles add into the list. Another campus of NFSU at New Delhi is known as Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan National Institute of Criminology and Forensic Science. Besides this, a state-of-the-art campus at Goa has been established. A modern campus of NFSU has also been established in Tripura, offering various academic programs. To meet the acute shortage of forensic experts in India, NFSU is starting its new campuses across the country, including Lucknow, Manipur and many more.
The Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable HM, they both were interested that we should be an institution which should be able to cater to the needs of the entire globe. So internalization of this university was very much required so that India can take lead in this area in a full-fledged manner. And therefore, looking to its potential, the Government of India took a decision of upgrading, or you can say converting, this Gujarat Forensic Sciences University as a National Forensic Science University. And 1st October 2020, this Gujarat Forensic Science University was declared as a National Forensic Science University, but then it was also given additional recognition as an institution of national importance. As institution of national importance, now you can establish your campuses within India and other places and also outside India.
Apart from its state-of-the-art research facilities at NFSU,
Good
the
morning,
university
everybody.
has collaborated with various foreign
Hello. Namaskar. A very good morning to one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, we will all rise as distinguished chief guests, honorable ministers and other dignitaries enter the auditorium. We will remain standing until dignitaries on the dais take their seats. A gentle reminder to put your mobile phones on the silent mode. आप सभी से निवेदन है कि कृपया आप अपने मोबाइल फोन साइलेंट मोड पे रखें या स्विच ऑफ मोड पे रखें. थैंक यू. नमस्कार। नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंसेज यूनिवर्सिटी आप सभी का स्वागत करता है, खूब खूब अभिनंदन करता है।
Hello, hello, hello.
I also request all the dignitaries and distinguished guests in the audience to be seated once the program is over, until and unless Honorable Union Home Minister leaves the auditorium. Please remain seated. Once Sir leaves, there will be further continuation of the program and further announcement. Thank you. नमस्कार। नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंसेज यूनिवर्सिटी आप सभी का स्वागत करता है, अभिनंदन करता है आज के ऐतिहासिक पर्व पर फॉर द इनॉग्रेशन ऑफ सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस इन डिजिटल फोरेंसिक्स एंड 5th अंतर्राष्ट्रीय और 44वें अखिल भारतीय अपराध विज्ञान सम्मेलन में। The theme of today's conference is Behavioral Forensics, Reintegrating Expanding Contours of Criminology and Criminalistics, jointly organized by National Human Rights Commission, National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights, Gujarat State Human Rights Commission. This conference is a convergence of intellectual minds exchanging ideas, dissemination of knowledge, and fostering innovation in the fields of criminology, law, sociology, psychology, with special emphasis on applied behavioral sciences. This conference is an ideal forum for sharing ideas on the recent technological advances in criminology, investigation, jurisprudence, victimology, law, with special emphasis to the execution of the new criminal law. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take an opportunity to welcome our distinguished dignitaries, introducing them to you all. आज हमारे समक्ष मंचस्थ पर उपस्थित गणमान्य नव भारत, सुरक्षित भारत, सशक्त भारत के निर्माता, भारत सरकार के गृह मंत्री एवं सहकारिता मंत्री श्री अमित भाई शाह जी, ऑनरेबल जस्टिस श्री अरुण कुमार मिश्रा जी, चेयरपर्सन नेशनल ह्यूमन राइट्स कमीशन न्यू दिल्ली, ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर, medical education, higher and technical education, law, justice, legislative and parliamentary affairs, Shri Rishikesh Patel ji, Honorable Minister of Home, Gujarat, Shri Harsh Sanghvi ji, respected Priyank Kanungo ji, Chairperson, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, केंद्रीय गृह सचिव श्री अजय कुमार भल्ला जी एवं एनएफएसयू के कुलपति पद्मश्री डॉक्टर जेएम व्यास जी, हम विनम्र स्वागत करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं आप सभी का। जैसा कि आप सभी को ज्ञात है कि कार्यक्रम का शुभ आरंभ हम दीप प्रज्वलित करके करते हैं, अतः मैं माननीय मुख्य अतिथि एवं मंचस्थ पर उपस्थित अनगण्यमान से दीप प्रज्वलित करने का आग्रह करती हूँ। शुभम करोति कल्याणम आरोग्य धन संपदा शत्रु बुद्धि विनाशाय दीप ज्योतिर नमोस्तुते। दीप ज्योतिर नमोस्तुते। Light removes darkness from our life and it gives brightness and it fulfills our life with lot of positive. We express our profound gratitude to our distinguished chief guests and all the esteemed dignitaries for this auspicious beginning. Thank you, sir. आइए प्रार्थना करते हैं कि माँ शारदा हम सब पर अपनी कृपा बनाए रखे। May I request Miss Shreya and Miss Nancy to recite Saraswati Vandana.
कुंदेन्दु तुषार हार
Thank you, my dear students, for such soulful rendition of Saraswati Vandana. अतिथि सत्कार बिना हर अरदास अधूरी होती है, अतिथि सत्कार बिना हर अरदास अधूरी होती है, अतिथि ही वो फरिश्ते हैं जिनके आने से हर आस पूरी होती है. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this moment to express a hearty welcome with saplings and memento as a mark of respect and gratitude to all the dignitaries on the dais. आज के ऐतिहासिक पर्व पर हमारा परम सौभाग्य है कि श्री अमित शाह जी, माननीय केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री, हमारे आदरणीय मुख्य अतिथि का स्वागत एनएफएसयू के कुलपति डॉक्टर जे.एम. व्यास जी करेंगे. माननीय, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है, अभिनंदन है, वंदन है माननीय केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री का. माननीय कुलपति डॉक्टर जे.एम. व्यास स्मृति चिन्ह के तौर पर राम दरबार भेंट करते हुए. Lord Rama is respected and adored for the virtues, the embodied dharma, valor, loyalty, compassion, courage, and equipoise. Ram Darbar is not just a structure of stone, it is a testament to the values that guide us, love, truth, and dharma. Hearty welcome to Honorable Justice Arun Kumar Mishra ji, Chairperson National Human Rights Commission. उनका स्वागत करने के लिए हम अनुरोध करते हैं कैंपस डायरेक्टर गांधीनगर प्रोफेसर एसओ जुनारे जी से. We welcome you, sir. May I also request respected campus director S.O. Junare to welcome Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Medical Education, Higher and Technical Education, Shri Rishikesh Patel ji. A very hearty welcome, sir. May I request Executive Registrar Shri C.D. Jadeja to welcome Shri Harsh Sanghvi, Honorable Minister of Home, Gujarat. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर आपका. A warm welcome to respected Shri Priyank Kanungo, Chairperson, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. May I request Professor Purvi Pokhriyal, Campus Director, Delhi, to welcome sir with the sapling. We welcome you, sir. May I request Professor Purvi Pokhriyal, Campus Director, Delhi, to also welcome Sir, Shri Ajay Bhalla ji, IAS, Union Home Secretary, Government of India. Thank you, ma'am. Special welcome to distinguished dignitaries of the dais, distinguished guests, intellectual galaxies, students, print and media, ladies and gentlemen, for sparing your valuable time. May I now invite Professor Purvi Pokhriyal, Chairperson, Indian Society of Criminology and Campus Director, Delhi, to deliver the welcome address.
Namaskar. परम आदरणीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री भारत सरकार श्री अमित शाह जी, Honorable Mr. Justice Arun Kumar Mishra, Chairman National Human Rights Commission, Sri Rishikesh Patel ji, ઉચ્ચ શિક્ષણ કાયદો તથા ન્યાયતંત્ર વિભાગના ગુજરાત સરકારના મંત્રીશ્રી શ્રી હર્ષ સંઘવીજી, ગૃહ વિભાગ મંત્રી ગુજરાત રાજ્ય સરકાર, ઓનરેબલ શ્રી પ્રિયંકા અનુનગોજી, ચેરપર્સન નેશનલ કમિશન ફોર પ્રોટેક્શન ઓફ ચાઇલ્ડ રાઇટ્સ, श्री अजय कुमार भल्ला जी, ऑनरेबल गृह सचिव भारत सरकार, और beloved Vice Chancellor, Padma Shri awardee Dr. J.M. Vyas, all the distinguished guests, delegates, members from media, my NFSU Parivar, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of National Forensic Sciences University and on behalf of Indian Society of Criminology, it is with great pleasure and immense honor that I welcome you to the 5th International and 44th All India Criminology Conference on Behavioral Forensics, and also to the inauguration of the Center of Excellence in Digital Forensics, NFSU. The distinguished gathering of more than 600 criminologists, lawyers, judges, forensic scientists, neuroscientists, academicians, marks a significant milestone in our collective pursuit of knowledge and understanding within the realms of criminology and criminalistics. The conference has received an overwhelming response, more than 400 research papers that we have received that reflects the growing interest and importance in this area. The theme of the conference, Behavioral Forensics, Reintegrating the Expanding Contours of Criminology and Criminalistics, is inspired by one of the speeches of our Honorable Union Home Minister, Shri Amit Shah ji, and that underscores the NFSU's commitment to exploring the dynamics of criminal behavior and forensic science in an ever-changing world. We all have been witnessing unwavering commitment of our Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Union Home Minister towards the shaping new criminal laws and creating a robust criminal justice delivery system for betterment of society. In furtherance of this, in this conference, we will also dwell into intrinsic aspects of behavioral forensics and criminology to ensure that we can increase our conviction rate and strengthen the rule of law. When the whole country is gearing up for the great momentum to get rid of the centuries-old colonial British criminal laws and ready to welcome Bharatiya Kanun Evam Nyay Sahita, this conference is a testament to our collective dedication to staying at the forefront of new areas of research, innovation, and practical applications in the field. As we convene here today, we are joined by all the stakeholders of criminal justice delivery system, practitioners and experts from across the globe, and that creates a diverse and enriching tapestry of perspectives. The exchange of ideas and the experiences that will take place over 3 days of the conference opens a new vistas of our collective understanding on changing pattern of criminal behavior, their causes, crime prevention, crime reduction, crime identification, AI-driven crime identification, rehabilitation, reformation, and this will further pave our advanced understanding in the field of criminology and forensic science. This conference offers a comprehensive platform to all the stakeholders to explore, discuss, and collaborate. At this juncture, I just would like to say about Indian Society of Criminology, which is 50 years old organization committed to the cause of crime sciences. Through various conferences, national and international events, and partnering with international societies of criminology, it promotes action research in the area of criminology, penology, victimology, and thereby assist the policymakers and criminal justice functionaries for greater law enforcement. This conference will also bring an outcome document that can be helpful to various agencies. At this juncture, I extend my profound gratitude to our Honorable Home Minister Shri Amit Shahji, and all the distinguished guests, and our Vice Chancellor Dr. J.M. Vyas for their blessings and inspiring presence. Once again, I welcome you. May our time together in this conference be marked with insightful discussions, shared discoveries, and renewed commitment to the advancement of criminology and criminalistics for building new Viksit Bharat. Jai Hind.
थैंक यू मैम। हम सादर आमंत्रित करते हैं माननीय श्री ऋषिकेश पटेल जी को आपके विशेष संबोधन के लिए। ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर, मेडिकल एजुकेशन, हायर एंड टेक्निकल एजुकेशन, लॉ एंड जस्टिस, लेजिस्लेटिव एंड पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स। सर प्लीज।
आज गुजरात के गौरव एवी यूनिवर्सिटी, नेशनल फॉरेन्सिक सायन्स यूनिवर्सिटी जे राज्यथी शरू थई देश अने विदेश सुधी पोतानी एक्सपर्टीज अने खूब बधा देशोने पोतानी आ एक्सपर्टीजनो लाभ आपती आपणी आ यूनिवर्सिटीमां उपस्थित आदरणीय गृहमंत्री, सहकारिता मंत्री अने सरदार पटेल पछी 34मा गृहमंत्री तरीके जेमने देशनी अंदर देशनी एकता सरदार पटेले करी अने साथे जे कई नानी मोटी कसक बाकी हती ए पूरू करवानुं काम पण गुजरात अने गुजरातना गृहमंत्री आदरणीय अमितभाई शाह साहेबे पूरू कर्युं। एवा अमितभाई शाह साहेब नेशनल ह्यूमन राइट कमिशनना चेरपर्सन जस्टिस अरुण कुमार जी, गुजरातना माननीय गृहमंत्री हर्ष संघवी जी, भारत के गृह सचिव अजय कुमार भल्ला जी, नेशनल कमीशन फॉर प्रोटेक्शन चाइल्ड वेलफेयर के पर्सन प्रियंक कानूनगो जी और NFSU के कुलपति डॉक्टर J.M. व्यास जी। आज जो ये कॉन्फ्रेंस होने जा रही है, नई टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सोशल बिहेवियर, क्रिमिनोलॉजी बिहेवियर, पॉलिटिकल बिहेवियर पण खूब मोटा प्रमाणમાં ચેન્જ થઈ રહ્યા છે, કારણ કે ટેકનોલોજીનું ઇન્ટરવેન્શન આવી રહ્યું છે અને જ્યારે ટેકનોલોજીનું ઇન્ટરવેન્શન આવતું હોય, ટેકનોલોજી અપડેટ થતી હોય, આગળ ને આગળ ટેકનોલોજી વધી રહી હોય, એટલે દરેક ક્ષેત્રની અંદર અને એમાં પણ ખાસ કરી ક્રિમિનોલોજીમાં અને ખૂબ ગૌરવનો વિષય છે બિહેવિયર સાયન્સની સાથે ફોરેન્સિક સાયન્સને એમાં પણ સેન્ટર ઓફ એક્સલન્સ ફોરેન્સિક સાયન્સનું આજે અહીંયા એ ખુલ્લું મુકાવા જઈ રહ્યું છે અને આપ સૌ વિદ્વાનો દેશના ખૂણે ખૂણેથી આ બાબતમાં કન્વિક્શન રેટ કેવી રીતે ઘટે, ગુનેગારોની સાયકોલોજી એ ગુનો કરતા પહેલાં અથવા તો વધેલી ટેકનોલોજી, નવીન ટેકનોલોજીના આધારે, અને હવે તો સાયબર ક્રાઇમનો વિષય ખૂબ મોટો થઈ રહ્યો છે, કેવળ દેશમાંથી જ ગુનો થાય એવું નહીં, પરંતુ વિદેશમાંથી પણ એ ગુનો ભારતમાં બની શકે એ પ્રકારની ટેકનોલોજીઓ જ્યારે દુનિયાભરમાં ઇન્વેન્ટ થઈ હોય એ વખતે જે ક્રિમિનલ્સ છે એમની સાયકોલોજીનો સ્ટડી અને સાયકોલોજીના સ્ટડી પછી એ વિચારે એ પહેલાં આપણું એક્શન આવે એ માટેની આ કોન્ફરન્સ અને સાથે આપ સૌ જ્યારે વિદ્વાનો સાથે મળી આ બાબતની ગહન ચર્ચા કરી અને ગુજરાતની આ NFSU એકમાત્ર એવી યુનિવર્સિટી છે કે જ્યાં આગળ બિહેવિયરથી લઈ નવી ટેકનોલોજીનો ઉપયોગ કરતા ગુનેગારોને નાથવાનું કામ અથવા તો થયેલા ગુનાને ડિટેક્શન કરવા માટે પોલીસ અધિકારીઓ, ન્યાયાધીશો, એટલે ગુનો થવાથી માંડી અને કન્વિક્શન રેટ સુધરે, વધે અને ગુનેગારોને નશ્યત થાય એ બાબતની અહીંયા ખૂબ મોટી ચર્ચાઓ થવાની છે। એવા સમયે રાજ્યના ગૃહમંત્રી જેમને કાશ્મીરથી કન્યાકુમારી અને આસામથી ગુજરાત સુધી આંતરિક વ્યવસ્થાઓ, આંતરિક સુરક્ષાની વ્યવસ્થાઓ અને જે ચેલેન્જીસ હતી એ ચેલેન્જીસને પૂરી કરી અને આજે દેશને ખૂબ સિક્યોર બનાવ્યો। સાયબર સિક્યોરિટીથી માંડી ઇન્ટરનલ સિક્યોરિટી સુધીની તમામ બાબતો ઉપર એમનું ફોકસ રહ્યું અને પરિણામે આજે સમગ્ર દેશ ખૂબ ગૌરવનો વિષય અને ગૌરવ સાથે આત્મસુરક્ષાની ભાવના અનુભવી રહ્યો છે. અને આત્મસુરક્ષાની ભાવના હોય તો જ આપણે આત્મનિર્ભર બની શકીએ. અને આત્મનિર્ભર બનાવવાની દિશામાં એમને જે પગલાં લીધા છે, હું માનું છું કે 2047નું જે વિઝન આદરણીય પ્રધાનમંત્રી મોદી સાહેબે મૂક્યું છે, એને પાર કરવા માટે શાંતિ, સલામતી અને સુરક્ષા, આ 3 પાયા ખૂબ મહત્ત્વના રહે છે. અને આપે જોયું હોય તો ગઈકાલે જ ભારતની સંસ્કૃતિ અને ભાવનાને અનુરૂપ અને વર્ષોની માંગ હતી એવા રામ મંદિરના ઓપનિંગ વખતે ખૂબ બધા ડિગ્નિટરીઝ અયોધ્યામાં આવ્યા. અને છતાં પણ ખૂબ બધી થ્રેટ વચ્ચે પણ આ ટેકનોલોજીના માધ્યમથી, એક્સપર્ટ્સના માધ્યમથી આખો પ્રસંગ ખૂબ સુંદર રીતે આપણે પસાર કરી શક્યા. આમ NFSUનું યોગદાન અને સાથે એક્સપર્ટોનું યોગદાન પણ ખૂબ રહ્યું છે. ત્યારે આપ સૌને હું શુભેચ્છાઓ પાઠવું છું કે આવતા સમયમાં આપ સૌ ક્રિમિનલ ગુનો કરવાનું વિચારે અથવા તો એ દિશામાં એની સાયકોલોજી જાય એ પહેલાં તમે સૌ સાથે મળી અને એ બાબતમાં માર્ગદર્શન કરવા માટે ઉપસ્થિત થયા છો. પોતપોતાના વિચારો મૂકવાના છો. ન્યાયાધીશો, પોલીસ અધિકારીઓ અને સાથે આ ટેકનોલોજી અને NFSUના જે સાયન્ટિસ્ટ છે એ બધા સાથે મળી અને એક બહેતર ભારત બનાવવા માટે, એક સુંદર ભારત અને સલામત ભારત બનાવવા માટેનો જે પ્રયત્ન કરો છો, આપ સૌને ખૂબ ખૂબ શુભેચ્છાઓ. ધન્યવાદ.
Thank you, sir. May I request Honorable Justice Shri Arun Kumar Mishra ji, Chairperson, National Human Rights Commission, New Delhi, to address the intellectual gathering. Sir, please.
Honorable Union Home Minister and Minister for Cooperation of India, respected Shri Amit Shah ji, Shri Harsh Sanghvi, Honorable Home Minister of Gujarat, Shri Rishikesh Patel, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Law and Justice, Dr. J.M. Vyas, Vice Chancellor of the University, Shri Priyank Kanungo, Chairperson, Child Rights Commission, Shri Ajay Bhalla, Secretary Home, Dr. Purvi Pokharel, distinguished invitees, guests. In this international conference on behavioral sciences, reintegrating expanding contours of criminology and criminalistics, marks a pivotal movement not just in the field of forensic science, but the very way we understand the criminal justice system in which we promote and protect the right of victims. Thus, it is being organized in collaboration by NHRC, university, and other stakeholders. Forensic science, as we know, is a powerful tool to prevent human rights violation worldwide. The use of forensic science in the criminal justice system is utmost. Forensic investigation brings certainty. Broadening the scope and use of forensic investigations is necessary. Forensic science should work in tandem with criminology and criminal justice system, instead of being classed as a separate field of investigation. I am happy to note significant subjects of the conference, genetic factors and studying criminal behavior are essential to preventing and controlling such behavior and also predicting. Forensic psychologists in India contribute to the administration of justice by offering experts' opinion on issues related to mental health and criminal behavior. We face environmental challenges. Green criminology and green policing in India are integral components of efforts to safeguard the environment. Given the transboundary impact of environmental crimes, capacity building and collaboration between the agencies at national and international level is important. Criminology has taken a male-centered approach. Pink criminology as to crimes by women is ignored. The criminal justice system, in criminal justice system, there is no room for bias against women and marginalized groups. The principle of law is to let there be hundreds of acquittal, lest an innocent person be convicted. The Innocence Project aims to exonerate individuals who have been wrongly convicted through the use of DNA evidence to prevent injustice and to restore faith in the justice delivery system. We must evolve post-conviction review mechanism to ensure gender justice. Several jurisdictions have taken steps to criminalize coercive controls to address domestic violence. The same provides a tool to intervene before the abuse escalates to physical violence. There are poverty-related offenses. Several states in India have enacted laws to regulate or prohibit begging. Recently, the Commission has issued notices to all the states and union territories in a complaint seeking the complete eradication of begging in the country and ensuring rehabilitation and reintegration of the beggars with the mainstream of the society. An investigation has been ordered into kidnapping of children for forced begging. Several legal systems worldwide have already adopted artificial intelligence technology to aid investigations and forecast when and where crimes are likely to occur. However, bias in AI system can arise from various sources. Such systems should be monitored, evaluated for fairness, especially as they interact with the real world data and users' interactions. Methods of investigations must be modernized with proper training and know-how. The Commission is regularly organizing training of police trainers to sensitize them towards human rights. Advisory jurisdiction has been used by the Commission for preventing suicide in places of detention, ensuring mental health checkup, and improving the living condition in the mental hospitals. Orders have been passed for improvement of juvenile justice homes, shelter homes, and drug de-addiction centers. Cyberspace is being used to commit crimes. Cybersecurity is a key to fighting cyber crimes and preserving human rights. It is the most potent medium of human trafficking for sex and slavery, involving women, children, tribal and vulnerable sections of the society. Union Ministry of Home Affairs focused on cybercrime and security at the G20 conference as reflected in Delhi Declaration. Dealing with the cybercrimes require digital forensics development and know-how. It is essential to create cyber forensic software and hardware and original tools. Establishing workstations for faster and complete digital evidence examinations is required. We need more forensic science laboratories. The emphasis is on reparation of the victim rather than retribution for crime nowadays. The social reintegration of victims of crime is a critical aspect of criminal justice along with the adequate compensation for loss caused by crime. We need a victim-centric approach, recognizing victim as an integral part of the legal process. In Sunil Chand Shah, the Supreme Court has recognized the right of rehabilitation as a part of the right to life under Article 21 for the accused also. The object of modern penology is to punish, reform and rehabilitate the offender. Probation, parole, indeterminate sentences and open prisons help in rehabilitation. Recent criminal laws, notably Bharati Nyaya Sanhita, have prioritized speedy justice and simplified legal procedures for the benefit of common men and have brought about long-awaited reforms, repealing archaic laws to be enforced now. The new Bharati Nyaya Sanhita decriminalizes suicide attempts, which is entirely in tune with Section 115 of the Mental Health Act 2017. The attempted suicide will no longer be a criminal offense. Bharati Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 ensures technology, forensic science in criminal investigation, and provisions for electronic communication in legal processes. The legislation emphasizes citizen-centric practices, ensuring victims receive timely information digitally and specific time limits for investigation, trial, and judgment pronouncement. Also, victim participation where the sentence is more than 7 years, which is a salutary provision inserted in the new act. With the enactment of new laws, we must effectively use technology and new forensics to prevent and eradicate crime and terrorism, make cyberspace safe, protect the environment, and help achieve sustainable development goals. We have become a power in the world by preserving our cultural ethos. We believe in Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina and the improvement of humans, which is a constant process. Therefore, let us approach this conference not as a passive observer, but as active participants in shaping the future course of action. Let us celebrate the triumphs and learn from the setbacks. For each step, however small, pave the way for a future, as said by Swami Vivekananda. Let us arise, awake, and stop not till the desired end is achieved. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर. माननीय, आपके आशीर्वचन, प्रोत्साहन एवं सहयोग से नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंसेज यूनिवर्सिटी ने डिजिटल फॉरेंसिक्स का उत्कृष्टता केंद्र स्थापित किया है, जिसमें देश विदेश के आए केसेस की टेस्टिंग डिजिटल फॉरेंसिक के विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में होगी. Center will also impart training to national and international law enforcement agencies on investigation of cases in emerging fields like cloud forensics, IoT, multimedia, CCTV, and many more. The center will also develop indigenous tools for law enforcement agencies. अब हम आदरणीय मुख्य अतिथि माननीय केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री से विनम्र आग्रह करते हैं कि वे रिमोट के माध्यम से सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस इन डिजिटल फॉरेंसिक्स का लोकार्पण करें. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय. Ladies and gentlemen, as per the directives of Honorable Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji, Center of Excellence in Digital Forensics has been designed and is a state-of-art facility created on global map. Let us have a look at the video to understand the facilities and services of the center.
Sciences University, NFSU. Founded by the visionary Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Bhai Modi, NFSU is a symbol of his commitment to excellence and progress. India is advancing towards becoming a digital nation, with a focus on upgrading investigative capabilities to combat digital crimes. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, initiatives have been taken to strengthen cybercrime investigation.
हर राज्य को गांधीनगर स्थित नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी की और उसकी क्षमता आज दुनिया के 60-70 देश फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी का लाभ ले रहे हैं. हमारे राज्यों ने भी बढ़ चढ़ करके लाभ लेना चाहिए. ये पूरी तरह फ्यूचरिस्टिक टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन व्यवस्था है. ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट का भी वहां काम है, नए नए टेक्नोलॉजी टूल बनाने का भी काम है, और बड़े कठिन केसेस को सुलझाने में भी वो लैब काम आ रही है. मैं समझता हूं कि इस व्यवस्था का उपयोग सभी राज्य सक्रियता से कैसे करें.
Home Minister Amit Shah has played a key role in modernizing forensic science and cybercrime investigation labs, recognizing the importance of a digital forensics center of excellence.
समग्र विश्व में सबसे ज्यादा एक्सपर्ट्स अगर फॉरेंसिक साइंस में किसी एक देश के अंदर 5 साल के बाद होंगे, मैं बड़े विश्वास के साथ देश की जनता को कह सकता हूं, तो वो भारत में होंगे और कहीं नहीं।
The National Forensic Sciences University has successfully established the world-class Center of Excellence in Digital Forensics to address the evolving challenges of electronic-enabled crimes. The center specializes in investigating a wide range of cases, including computer, network, mobile, multimedia, CCTV, drone, social media, cloud, OT, IoT, fintech, preventive, malware, vehicle, infotainment, and dark web forensics. It also provides training on the latest investigative methods and conducts significant research to develop indigenous tools and technology against cyber threats. Equipped with cutting-edge tools, the Center of Excellence in Digital Forensics is a leader in addressing cybercrime challenges. The recently established center, certified under Section 79A of the IT Act 2000, conducts digital forensics on over 1,000 exhibits from agencies like CBI, NIA, ED, and others. Equipped with state-of-the-art tools and infrastructure, it ensures accurate and efficient operations. Acquiring knowledge, gaining wisdom, attaining fulfillment, all through the journey of investigative education. NFSU, a beacon of excellence and innovation, shaping the future of forensic sciences. Join us in this exciting journey of discovery and truth at the National Forensic Sciences University. NFSU, unearthing truth, shaping the future.
थैंक यू। माननीय, हमें आपको बताते हुए अत्यंत हर्ष हो रहा है कि इस विज्ञान सम्मेलन में 600 से ज़्यादा एब्स्ट्रैक्ट्स हमारे पास आए, जिसमें से हमने 327 एब्स्ट्रैक्ट्स डिफरेंट थीम्स ऑफ विक्टिम सपोर्ट, जस्टिस, चैलेंजेस, कंटेम्प्रेरी इश्यूज़ में लिए। May I request Honorable Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji to release the conference proceedings. May I request the other dignitaries to join Honorable Sir for the same. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय। Journal of Criminology and Criminalistics, which was discontinued by NICFS, was further revived by NFSU Delhi campus to undertake the research on the major thrust areas of criminology and criminalistics. हम पुनः आग्रह करते हैं माननीय केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी एवं अन्य मंचस्थ पर उपस्थित गणमान्य से कि वे जर्नल ऑफ क्रिमिनोलॉजी एंड क्रिमिनलिस्टिक्स के 3 वॉल्यूम का विमोचन करें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय। Padma Shri Dr. J.M. Vyas has been working in different arenas of forensic sciences for a period of more than 50 years. In recognition of his dedication, determination, and exemplary work in the field of forensic sciences, various scholars of India and abroad have worked and published books on forensic justice. May I request distinguished Chief Guest, Honorable Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji to release the fellowship of Dr. J.M. Vyas. May I request the other dignitaries also for the same. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय। Honorable Founder Vice Chancellor of National Forensic Sciences University, Dr. J. Vyas is a pioneer in the field of forensic arena in India and abroad. Honorable Sir has been conferred with Padma Shri, the 4th highest civilian award by the Government of India for recognition of immense contribution and exemplary services in the field of science. He is a man with distinct vision, fostering and inculcating prudence, efficiency, creativity, compassion to work for the development of the university and nation. A man who firmly believes in quality with work and integrity. हम सभी ने आग्रह करते हैं माननीय केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी से to felicitate the one and only Padma Shri Dr. J. M. Vyas for his 50 years of dedicated service to forensic science and nation with world record certificate as the largest surveyed Indian forensic scientist. Please give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय। NFSU and Tashkent State University of Law, which is a public higher educational institution under the Ministry of Uzbekistan, have joined hands in collaboration to offer a joint LLM program in cyber laws and cybercrime investigation under the National Education Program, which will boost the countrywide initiative. May I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, NFSU, Dr. J. M. Vyas, and Mr. Islam Beg, Vice Chancellor, Tashkent State University of Law, to exchange MOU. Thank you, sir. NFSU is entering into MOU with National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights and setting up Center for Child Rights Advocacy. With this collaboration, NFSU and NCPCR will deal with the cases under POXCO, the cases and the strength in the child forensics. May I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, NFSU, Dr. J. M. Vyas, and Shri Priyank Kanun Go, Chairperson, NCPCR, to exchange the MOUs. Thank you, sir. माननीय केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी के आभा मंडल से आज समस्त एनएफएसयू परिसर अभिभूत हो रहा है। माननीय, आपके मार्गदर्शन से एनएफएसयू परिपक्व हो रहा है। हम सभी ने निवेदन करते हैं माननीय केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री एवं सहकार मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी से कि वे इस पावन पर्व पर अपने संबोधन से हमको प्रेरित करें, हमारा मार्गदर्शन करें और अपने आशीर्वचन से हम सबको आशीर्वाद दें। तालियों की करतल ध्वनि से हम स्वागत करते हैं माननीय श्री अमित शाह जी का।
आज के इस महत्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रम में मेरे साथ मंच पर उपस्थित न्यायमूर्ति अरुण मिश्रा जी, अध्यक्ष राष्ट्रीय मानव अधिकार आयोग, श्री ऋषिकेश पटेल जी, उच्च शिक्षा मंत्री गुजरात राज्य, श्री हर्ष संघवी जी, गृह मंत्री गुजरात राज्य, श्री अजय कुमार भल्ला जी, केंद्रीय गृह सचिव, श्री जे एम व्यास जी, राष्ट्रीय फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी के कुलपति महोदय, श्री प्रियंक कानूनगो जी, अध्यक्ष राष्ट्रीय बाल अधिकार संरक्षण आयोग, और आज इस सम्मेलन में उपस्थित सभी सम्मेलन में हिस्सा लेने वाले, पूरी क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम के तीनों हिस्सों के तज्ञ जिन्होंने पेपर्स रखे हैं, ऐसे सभी स्टूडेंट्स और सभी विद्वज्जनों का मैं हृदय से आज की कॉन्फ्रेंस में स्वागत कर रहा हूं। मित्रों, नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी और इंडियन सोसाइटी ऑफ क्रिमिनोलॉजी द्वारा 5वां इंटरनेशनल और 24वां भारतीय अपराध विज्ञान सम्मेलन, इसका आज उद्घाटन होने जा रहा है। एक प्रकार से एक संयोगी है कि ऐसे समय पर यह उद्घाटन होने जा रहा है जब भारत की क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम एक नए एरा में प्रवेश कर रही है। भारत 150 साल पुराने तीनों क्रिमिनल जस्टिस के मूल कानून आईपीसी, सीआरपीसी और एविडेंस लॉ को स्क्रैप कर कर नए कानूनों को इंट्रोड्यूस कर चुका है। और संयोग की ही बात है कि तीनों कानून में जो प्रमुख मुद्दे हैं, उसमें 2 मुद्दे इसी कॉन्फ्रेंस से जुड़े हुए हैं। एक तो समय पर न्याय मिले और दूसरा सजा करने के दर को बढ़ाकर अपराधों पर लगाम लगाना। ये दोनों मुद्दों को टेक्नोलॉजी के स्वीकृति से ये तीनों कानून आगे बढ़ाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। न केवल प्रयास कर रहे हैं, बढ़ाने के लिए कानूनी व्यवस्था कर चुके हैं। शायद भारत में पहली बार 2-3 जगह पर एक्सपेरिमेंट कर कर, फिर भी मैं कहूंगा क्योंकि मैं ही कानूनों को पायलट कर रहा था, बड़े साहस के साथ हमने एक निर्णय किया है कि 7 साल और उससे बड़ी सजा के लिए हर क्राइम सीन पर फॉरेंसिक साइंस ऑफिसर का विजिट हमने कंपलसरी कर दिया। और मैं मानता हूं इससे इन्वेस्टिगेशन को भी सरलता मिलेगी, न्याय का काम करने वाले जस्टिस सिस्टम के सभी न्यायाधीशों को भी सरलता होगी और प्रोसिक्यूशन एजेंसी को भी सरलता होगी और सजा का दर बढ़ाने में भी हमें बहुत बड़ी सफलता मिली। इसके साथ साथ पूरी प्रक्रिया को हम आधुनिक बनाने का भी प्रयास कर रहे हैं। और मैं बड़े विश्वास के साथ कह सकता हूं कि पूरी व्यवस्था करने में अभी 5 साल जाएंगे। इसके अलग अलग स्तर हैं, इसके अलग अलग समय अवधि है, परंतु 5 साल के बाद, ज्यादा से ज्यादा 5 साल के बाद, भारत की आपराधिक न्याय प्रणाली, क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम विश्व की सबसे आधुनिक क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम होगी। इसमें किसी को शंका रखने की जरूरत नहीं। और इसी समय ये जो आपकी कॉन्फ्रेंस होने जा रही है वो बहुत रिलेवेंट है और उपयोगी भी है। मित्रों, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में इसी विषय की बात करें, ढेर सारे क्षेत्रों में ढेर सारे ऐतिहासिक काम हुए हैं। मैं हमेशा कहता हूं, कोई सरकार 50 साल चले तो 4-5 युग परिवर्तनकारी काम करती है। ये सरकार ने 10 साल में 50 से ज्यादा युग परिवर्तनकारी काम करे, हर क्षेत्र में करें। मगर मैं इसी क्षेत्र की बात करूं तो 3 बड़े काम ये 10 साल के अंदर हुए और वैसे तो विगत 5 साल में हुए। एक 40 सालों के बाद नई राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति लेकर ये सरकार आई। मैं थोड़ा आगे बात बताऊंगा जिसका इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के अंदर उपयोग है, परंतु मैं बिल्कुल कह सकता हूं कि नई शिक्षा नीति पूर्णतः भारतीय शिक्षा के आधार पर बनी है, इसकी बुनियादों पर बनी है, परंतु पूरे विश्व के लिए खुली है और हमारे बच्चों को, हमारे स्टूडेंट को वैश्विक मंच भी प्रदान करेगी। आपकी सभी क्षमताओं को विश्व के प्लेटफॉर्म पर पहुंचाने में भी सामर्थ्य है उसमें। इसके बाद हमने NSFU का बेस जो गुजरात फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी के रूप में 2003 में डाला था, उसको एक्सपांड कर नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी बनाने का काम किया। और तीसरा, 150 साल के बाद क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम में आमूलचूल परिवर्तन कर हम 3 कानूनों को नया बनाए। ये 3 जो परिवर्तन हुए हैं, ये तीनों परिवर्तनों को एक प्रकार से एक बॉक्स में रखकर देखते हैं तो एजुकेशन, फॉरेंसिक साइंस और क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम, ये तीनों को आप एक बॉक्स में रखकर देखते हैं तो आमूलचूल परिवर्तन इस क्षेत्र में हो सकता है, क्योंकि आइसोलेशन में नहीं है। पहला कदम 7 साल पहले लिया गया, तब भी दूसरे और तीसरे कदम की कल्पना कर लिया गया था। दूसरा कदम लिया गया 4 साल पहले, तब भी आने वाले कदम की विचार कर लिया गया था। और अभी 3 जो कानून आए हैं वो 7 साल पहले लिए गए कदमों के ट्यून में है। तो एक प्रकार से तीनों निर्णयों को आइसोलेशन में नहीं देखेंगे तो आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कि कितना बड़ा काम हुआ है। मित्रों, आज श्रीमान व्यास को हमने सम्मानित भी किया। एक सबसे बड़ी लंबी 50 साल की सेवाओं के लिए व्यास जी का सम्मान हुआ है। मैं सभागार से विनती करूंगा कि एक बार फिर से हम सब इनके सम्मान में इनका स्वागत करें। मैं गुजरात का गृह मंत्री बना तब से व्यास जी को जानता हूं। हमेशा मोदी जी का जो विजन है कि फॉरेंसिक साइंस का उपयोग न केवल इन्वेस्टिगेशन, न्याय दिलाने की प्रक्रिया में भी हो, उसको चरितार्थ करने में श्रीमान व्यास का बहुत बड़ा रोल है, बहुत बड़ी भूमिका है। और जब नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी बनाई तब किसी के मन में कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं था कि उसका चांसलर किसको बनाया जाए। तुरंत ही JM व्यास के नाम को सर्वसम्मति से सबने स्वीकार कर लिया। मैं जब कहता हूं कि 7 साल और उससे ज्यादा अपराध वाले सभी सजा वाले सभी अपराधों में फॉरेंसिक साइंस ऑफिसर की विजिट कंपलसरी करनी है तो ह्यूमन रिसोर्स चाहिए। और मैं आपको विश्वास से कह रहा हूं कि 5 साल के बाद इस देश को हर साल 9000 से ज्यादा साइंटिफिक ऑफिसर और फॉरेंसिक साइंस के एक्सपर्ट हमें हर साल मिलेंगे। ऐसी व्यवस्था हमने एडवांस में कर दी है जो हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट को पूरा करेगी। मैं फिर से एक बार व्यास जी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। व्यास जी, आपका स्वास्थ्य अच्छा रहे और आप किसी न किसी रूप में फॉरेंसिक साइंस की सेवा करते रहें, ऐसी मेरी आपको शुभकामनाएं। मित्रों, आज जो फॉरेंसिक बिहेवियरल साइंस का विषय लेकर कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रहा है वो एक उभरता हुआ क्षेत्र है और मैं मानता हूं कि अपराध रोकने में जितनी भूमिका कठोर प्रशासन, अच्छे न्यायतंत्र की होती है, इतनी ही ये बिहेवियर साइंस की भी रह सकती है।
मैं गुजरात में गृह मंत्री था, देश में भी गृह मंत्री बना, हमने मोडस ऑपरेंडी ब्यूरो बनाया है। मैं मानता हूं इसके एक स्टेज आगे ये विचार है। अगर बिहेवियर का स्टडी ढंग से कर लिया जाता है और उसका शिक्षा के अंदर और प्राथमिक शिक्षा के अंदर विशेषकर स्थान देकर इसको कोऑर्डिनेट करते हैं, तो हम क्रिमिनल को खड़ा होने से ही रोक सकते हैं। कुछ तो घटनाओं से क्राइम हो जाते हैं, उसकी हमारे पास कोई काट नहीं है, परंतु साइकोलॉजी को समझकर, बिहेवियर को समझकर अगर इसका उपाय शुरू से करते हैं तो ढेर सारे लोगों के जीवन को भी बचाया जा सकता है और हमारे समाज के अंदर क्राइम की संख्या में बहुत बड़ी कटौती भी लाई जा सकती है। और मैं मानता हूं इसमें अपार संभावना है संशोधन की, इसमें अपार संभावना है काम करने की, और इसमें अपार जरूरत है इसकी मल्टी डायमेंशनल उपयोग की। सिर्फ आप लोग स्टडी करोगे और स्टडी कर मैंने भी आज कुछ पुस्तक प्रकाशित कर दिए, पेपर्स लिखोगे, वाहवाही होगी, इससे नहीं होगा। इसको अप्लाई करने के लिए मल्टी डायमेंशनल अप्रोच के साथ आपने अन्य विभागों का भी संपर्क भी करना पड़ेगा, प्रयास भी करना पड़ेगा और थोड़ा आग्रही भी होना पड़ेगा। फॉरेंसिक साइंस अपने आप में आइसोलेशन में समाज की सेवा नहीं कर सकता। न्याय के जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर है न्याय प्रक्रिया के, इसके साथ फॉरेंसिक साइंस का इंटीग्रेशन हम जब तक नहीं करते हैं हमें फायदा नहीं होगा। फॉरेंसिक साइंस का उपयोग इन्वेस्टिगेशन में भी होना चाहिए, फॉरेंसिक साइंस का उपयोग प्रोसिक्यूशन में भी होना चाहिए, फॉरेंसिक साइंस का उपयोग न्याय प्रणाली में भी होना चाहिए, और अब फॉरेंसिक साइंस के द्वारा दिए गए तारणों को एजुकेशन के अंदर भी एडॉप्ट कर हमने एक स्टेप आगे जाने का समय आ गया है। आज इस विषय पर जो आप चर्चा करेंगे वो हो सकता है कि 10-15 साल के बाद देश, दुनिया की और देश की सेवा करे, मगर ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण विषय है और विषय के चुनाव के लिए भी मैं आयोजकों को बहुत बहुत बधाई और साधुवाद देना चाहता हूं। प्रिवेंटिव, प्रिडिक्टिव और प्रोटेक्टिव पुलिसिंग की दिशा में ये महत्वपूर्ण आयोजन है। क्रिमिनल माइंड का गहराई से अध्ययन, क्रिमिनल बिहेवियर का अध्ययन और उसका आने वाले दिनों में अपराध को रोकने में स्ट्रेटेजिकल उपयोग और अपराधी खड़े न होने देने में स्ट्रेटेजिकल उपयोग, ये करते हैं तो बहुत बड़ी सेवा हम पूरी दुनिया की कर सकते हैं, ऐसा मुझे लगता है। इसमें पुलिसिंग, इन्वेस्टिगेशन और फॉरेंसिक तीनों क्षेत्र के प्रोफेशनल एक्सपर्ट्स को समाहित किया है। लगभग 380 शोध पत्र यहाँ पर रखे गए हैं। 20 टेक्निकल सेशनों में पूरे सेमिनार को बांटा गया है। मैंने बारीकी से इसको देखा है। एक दो मेरे सुझाव थे, अगली कॉन्फ्रेंस के लिए मैं व्यास जी को दे दूंगा, मैं यहाँ सार्वजनिक करना नहीं चाहता, परंतु आपने जो प्रयास किया है एक प्रकार से कंप्लीट, संपूर्ण प्रयास है, इसके लिए मैं बहुत मन से आप लोगों को अभिनंदन देना चाहता हूं। आज यहां पर एक डिजिटल फॉरेंसिक एक्सेलेंस सेंटर का भी इनॉग्रेशन हुआ है। कंप्यूटर, मोबाइल, मल्टीमीडिया, ड्रोन, सोशल मीडिया, क्लाउड, क्रिप्टो करेंसी, फिनटेक, प्रिवेंटिव फॉरेंसिक्स, डार्क वेब, ये सब के प्रोटेक्शन के लिए और इससे खड़ी हो रही चुनौतियों को हम ढंग से पार कर सके, इसलिए कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग के लिए और इन्वेस्टिगेशन में दोनों में सेंटर बड़ी मदद करेगा, इसका मुझे पूरा विश्वास है। मित्रों, हम सब जानते हैं भारत अपने अमृत काल में प्रवेश कर चुका है। आजादी मिली तब अनेक लोगों की कल्पना थी, दुनिया के ढेर सारे पंडितों, कोई अनुचित भी नहीं था, मेरा उनसे कोई फरियाद नहीं है, मगर ढेर सारे लोगों की कल्पना थी कि भारत जैसा देश कैसे स्वतंत्र होकर चल पाएगा, ब्रिटिशरों के बगैर हम कैसे चलाएंगे देश को, ये बड़ी आशंका थी दुनिया में। परंतु 75 साल में आज दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र बने हैं और हमारे लोकतंत्र की नींव पाताल से गहरी गई। अनेक स्तर पर अनेक बार सत्ता परिवर्तन लोही की खून की बूंद बहाए बगैर हमने करा है, और लोकतंत्र के लिए भारत का जनमानस का आस्था, इस पर दुनिया में आज कोई सवाल खड़ा नहीं कर सकता। हमने लोकतंत्र हमारी रगों में है, ये दुनिया को दिखाया है। उस वक्त जब अमृत काल में हमने हमारी सिद्धियों का वखान भी किया, सिद्धियों की प्रसिद्धि भी की, सिद्धियों पर गौरव भी लिया, इसके साथ साथ मोदी जी ने 75 साल से 100 साल की यात्रा का लक्ष्य भी देश के नागरिकों के सामने रखा है। 2047 15 अगस्त को जब देश की आजादी के 100 साल समाप्त होंगे, उस वक्त समाज जीवन के हर क्षेत्र के अंदर भारत विश्व में सर्वप्रथम हो, वो 140 करोड़ भारतीयों का संकल्प है और उसको लेकर भारत आगे बढ़ रहा है। एक महान भारत की रचना के लिए हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। और अगर मोदी जी के इस संकल्प को हमने चरितार्थ करना है तो ढेर सारे रिफॉर्म्स मोदी जी ने किए हैं, आर्थिक क्षेत्र में भी किए हैं, सामाजिक क्षेत्र में भी किए हैं, कानून और व्यवस्था लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के क्षेत्र में भी किए हैं, आंतरिक सुरक्षा के क्षेत्र में भी किए। एक मजबूत नींव के साथ हम 75 साल से 100 साल की यात्रा को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। और उस वक्त हमारे क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम के सामने मैं 4 चुनौतियां देख रहा हूं। बेसिक पुलिसिंग के प्रिंसिपल को बरकरार करते हुए टेक्नोलॉजी से युक्त आधुनिक पुलिसिंग की व्यवस्था में परिवर्तित होना, पुलिसिंग के बेसिक प्रिंसिपल के साथ कॉम्प्रोमाइज करे बगैर पूरी व्यवस्था में टेक्नोलॉजी को साहजिक रूप से स्वीकार कर सबसे आधुनिक पुलिस व्यवस्था बनना, ये हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी चैलेंज है। टेक्नोलॉजी के उपयोग से ह्यूमन प्रेजेंस का इंपॉर्टेंस कम हो रहा है, इसको कम न होने देना। हाइब्रिड और मल्टी डायमेंशनल थ्रेट्स, जो टेक्नोलॉजी नई नई आई है, चाहे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस हो, ढेर सारे हमारे सामने चैलेंजेस आने वाले हैं। इसको आइडेंटिफाई करना और हमारी सिस्टम को इससे बचाने के लिए एक पूरा नेटवर्क तैयार करना। और चौथा, क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम को विश्व की सबसे आधुनिक क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम बनाना और इसमें फॉरेंसिक के एडॉप्शन को साहजिक स्वभाव बनाना। ये 4 चैलेंजेस के साथ हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। यहां बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट भी बैठे, मैं इनको कहना चाहता हूं कि पूरी दुनिया में सबको न्याय मिलना चाहिए, इस बात पर कोई विवाद नहीं है, सब सहमत है सबको न्याय मिलना चाहिए। परंतु समस्या क्या है? न्याय अवेलेबल होना चाहिए, एक्सेसिबल होना चाहिए और अफोर्डेबल होना चाहिए। समस्या ये 3 शब्दों के अंदर ही समाहित है और तीनों का उपाय टेक्नोलॉजी में है। अवेलेबिलिटी का भी है, अफोर्डेबल का भी है और एक्सेसिबिलिटी का भी उपाय टेक्नोलॉजी में है। अगर हमने न्याय मिलना चाहिए इसकी सैद्धांतिक सहमति के बाद न्याय मिलने की प्रक्रिया में 3 हर्डल है, ये तीनों हर्डल को हम टेक्नोलॉजी से ही दूर कर सकते हैं। और इसीलिए नए कानून लाए गए हैं और इसमें आज के जैसी कॉन्फ्रेंस का बहुत बड़ा रोल रहने वाला है। क्राइम के फॉर्म और मोड और मेथड हर रोज बदल रहे हैं। एक जमाने में एक बहुत बड़ी उक्ति थी, शायद के.एम. मुंशी ने बोला हुआ वाक्य है कि पुलिस को अपराधी से 2 कदम आगे रहना चाहिए। जब वो गवर्नर साहब थे तब एक वाक्य बोले थे पासिंग आउट परेड में कि पुलिस को 2 कदम अपराधियों से आगे रहना चाहिए। मैं कहना चाहता हूं अपराध और अपराधियों से पुलिस को 2 जनरेशन आगे रहने की जरूरत है, तभी अब आप कर पाओगे। क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी की जनरेशन ह्यूमन जनरेशन से बहुत फास्ट चेंज हो जाती है। तो हमारी सिस्टम अगर अपराधियों से 2 जनरेशन आगे रहती है तो ही हम अपराध को रोकने की दिशा में सफल होंगे। और मैं विशेषकर व्यास जी को कहना चाहता हूं, टेक्नोलॉजी के जो नीति नियम है क्राइम को रोकने के लिए, इसमें वैश्विक साम्यता लाने का भी प्रयास करना चाहिए। टेक्नोलॉजी एक ऐसा क्षेत्र है जिसमें हर व्यक्ति इंडिविजुअल पूरे विश्व का मदद कर सकता है। हम फ्लो को ठीक करें तो मुझे लगता है टेक्नोलॉजी का सबसे ज्यादा उपयोग कर सकते हैं। और फ्लो तभी ठीक हो सकता है जब इसकी कानूनी व्यवस्था में साम्यता हो। तो इसके लिए भी कुछ काम करना चाहिए। क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम, टेक्नोलॉजी और फोरेंसिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन को इंटीग्रेट करना हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी चैलेंज थी। मेरा यहाँ जो विद्यार्थी बैठे हैं, स्टूडेंट्स बैठे हैं, इनसे आग्रह है कि 3 कानूनों का आप जरूर बारीकी से अध्ययन करना। हमने कानूनों में इन्वेस्टिगेशन, प्रोसिक्यूशन और न्यायिक प्रक्रिया तीनों के अंदर फोरेंसिक साइंस को कानून के आधार पर बहुत बड़ा स्थान दिया है। और आपके इंटरेस्ट की भाषा में कहूं तो आपके लिए एक बहुत बड़ा क्षेत्र नया उभर कर आपकी कैरियर के लिए जनरेट होने जा रहा है। फोरेंसिक टेक्नोलॉजी की मदद से इन्वेस्टिगेशन का इसकी स्वतंत्रता, ऑटोनॉमी और फेयरनेस, तीनों को हम अच्छे तरीके से कानूनी जामा पहनाकर प्रोटेक्ट कर पाए। इन्वेस्टिगेशन इंडिपेंडेंट होगा, इसकी ऑटोनॉमी भी बनी रहेगी और फेयरनेस भी बनी रहेगी, क्योंकि जो वैज्ञानिक सबूत होते हैं ये फेस नहीं देखते हैं, ये रिजल्ट देखते हैं। तो ऑटोमेटिकली फेयरनेस बन जाती है। और जज साहबों के लिए भी यहाँ पर बैठे हैं काफी लोग, बड़ी सरलता हो जाती है कि सच बोल रहा है, झूठ बोलता है, माथापच्ची करने की जरूरत नहीं है, रिकॉर्ड देखकर आगे काम बढ़ता है। ईज ऑफ पुलिसिंग और ईज ऑफ जस्टिस, ये 2 शब्द अभी हमारे देश में इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं हुए हैं। मैं मानता हूं कि ये 3 कानूनों से ईज ऑफ पुलिसिंग और ईज ऑफ जस्टिस, ये दोनों शब्द प्रचलन में भी आएंगे और इसका फायदा भी देश की जनताओं को मिलेगा। अब अगर ये लक्ष्य हमें प्राप्त करना है तो हमने इसके लिए पहले से ही, कानून पारित करने के पहले से ही 5 साल में ढेर सारा काम किया है। जैसे नेशनल फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी की स्थापना, इससे ट्रेन ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, विश्वसनीय ह्यूमन रिसोर्स और युवा हमारे पास जनरेट करने का एक प्रकार से हमने, और आज देश के 9 राज्यों में पहुंच चुकी है। और मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले 2-3 सालों में हम और 9 राज्य कवर कर लेंगे। तो कमोबेश हर 2 राज्य के बीच में एक फोरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी का एस्टैब्लिशमेंट खड़ा हो जाएगा। टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से डेटाबेस का क्रिएशन, मैं आगे बताऊंगा, ढेर सारे डेटाबेस हम 5 साल में क्रिएट कर चुके हैं। और बहुत परिश्रम इसके लिए गृह मंत्रालय ने किया है, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ लॉ एंड ऑर्डर स्टेट का सब्जेक्ट है। स्टेट में अलग अलग आइडियोलॉजी की, अलग अलग पॉलिटिकल पार्टियों की सरकारें रहती है। कोई भी सर्कुलर करो तो बड़ी शंका के साथ देखते हैं इसका वो राजनीतिक उपयोग तो नहीं होगा, परंतु कमोबेश सब लोग एक पेज पर आए, कमोबेश नहीं सभी लोग एक पेज पर आए हैं और बहुत सारे डेटाबेस हम जनरेट करने में सफल हुए हैं। डाटा इंटीग्रेशन के लिए भी ढेर सारा काम हो रहा है और आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का उपयोग करके सभी डेटा 10 के 10 डेटा एक दूसरे के साथ बात करें, इसके लिए भी हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं। और उसमें से एनालिसिस के सॉफ्टवेयर भी हमारे यंग बच्चे, मैं कुछ लोगों के साथ पुणे में बैठा था, मुझे तो आश्चर्य हो गया और एक प्रकार से इन्फीरियरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स भी खड़ा हो गया है कि ये 18 साल के बच्चे ऐसे करें। मैं 18 साल का था तब कितना बैकवर्ड था। तो हमारे पास टैलेंट की कमी नहीं है और इस सब का उपयोग करने के लिए नए क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम के 3 कानूनों का स्मूथ इंप्लीमेंटेशन, ये 3 चैलेंज इस लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति के लिए हमारे सामने है, जिसको पार कर कर हमें आगे बढ़ना है और तीनों पर काम हुआ है। नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी से ह्यूमन रिसोर्स की रचना हो रही है, टेक्नोलॉजिकल डेटाबेस बनाए गए हैं और डाटा इंटीग्रेशन का काम भी समाप्त हो चुका है। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का उपयोग करके सॉफ्टवेयर बन रहे हैं और कानूनों से उसको लीगल तरीके से वैध बनाने का काम भी हमने कर दिया है। एक प्रकार से मैं आपको बताऊं तो लगभग ICGS 1 और 2 के माध्यम से CCTNS से 8 करोड़ से ज्यादा EFIR अब तक रजिस्टर हो चुकी है। 8 करोड़ से ज्यादा। मैं भारत की बात कर रहा हूं बच्चों। देश का हर पुलिस स्टेशन, 7 पुलिस स्टेशन जो एकदम पहाड़ी पर स्थित है, उसका भी हम कोई टेक्निकल सॉल्यूशन निकाल रहे हैं। 7 पुलिस स्टेशन छोड़कर देश का हर पुलिस स्टेशन कंप्यूटर से जुड़ चुका है और डेटाबेस के साथ जुड़ चुका है। ये करने का काम नहीं है, जो हो चुका है वो मैं बताता हूं। ई कोर्ट में 15 करोड़ से ज्यादा प्रोसिक्यूशन का डेटा ऑनलाइन हो चुका है और वो भारत की सभी भाषाओं में बात करता है, भारत की सभी भाषाओं में। ई प्रिजन से लगभग 2 करोड़ कैदियों का डेटा हम रिकॉर्ड पर ले पाए हैं। ई प्रोसिक्यूशन से 1 करोड़ से ज्यादा प्रोसिक्यूशन का डेटा भी हम रिकॉर्ड पर अब तक प्राप्त कर चुके हैं और ई फॉरेंसिक से 19 लाख फॉरेंसिक रिजल्ट जो विगत 3 साल के हैं, वो सभी को हमने ऑनलाइन डेटा में उपलब्ध कर लिया है। मैं इसलिए बताता हूं कि कानून आइसोलेशन में नहीं आए हैं। मोदी जी कोई काम आइसोलेशन में नहीं करते हैं। कानून लाने से 5 साल पहले ही हमने क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा ये विजुलाइज कर करा है। इसके लिए नेशनल ऑटोमेटेड फिंगरप्रिंट आइडेंटिफिकेशन सिस्टम नफीस, जो फिंगरप्रिंट का डेटा रखती है, किसी भी जगह से फिंगरप्रिंट मिल जाती है तो 4 करोड़ फिंगरप्रिंट हमारे पास उपलब्ध है। आप ऑनलाइन करोगे तो नाम आ जाएगा। निदान नारकोटिक्स ऑफेंडर का सारा डेटा ऑनलाइन, देश का ऑनलाइन हो चुका है। NDSO सेक्सुअल ऑफेंडर का सारा डेटा ऑनलाइन हो चुका है। क्राइम मल्टी एजेंसी सेंटर का एक डेटा हमने ऑनलाइन कर दिया है। IMOT टेररिज्म के जुड़े सारे देश के 25 साल के केस, इसकी सजा होने तक की FIR से लेकर डेटा आज IMOT पर उपलब्ध है, ऑनलाइन कर चुका है, जिससे हर संगठन ने किए हुए अपराधों की MO समझने में बड़ी सरलता हुई है। ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग ऑफेंडर का डेटा भी ऑनलाइन हो चुका है। ट्रैक चाइल्ड्स शुरू हो चुका है, इसमें भी सारे बच्चों के जुड़े हुए अपराधों का डेटा ऑनलाइन हो चुका है। इमिग्रेशन वीजा फॉरेन रजिस्ट्रेशन ट्रैकिंग सिस्टम IVFRT वो भी ऑनलाइन हो चुका है। और वाहन और साथ ही इससे देश के सभी वाहन का डेटा भी हमने ऑनलाइन कर चुके हैं। अब ये डेटा सब एक दूसरे के साथ बात करे ऐसी भाषा में हमने जनरेट किए हैं। अब इसके सॉफ्टवेयर बन रहे हैं एआई का उपयोग कर कर, जिससे एनालिसिस की सिस्टम सभी प्रकार के डेटाओं के साथ। मैं आपको ये इसलिए बताता हूं कि जब आप कानून पढ़ोगे तो कई न्यायमूर्तियों ने मुझे फोन किया है कि भाई ये तो 50 साल तक हो नहीं पाएगा। 50 साल तक होने का सवाल ही नहीं है। मैं आज विश्वास के देश की जनता को बताता हूं, मैंने देश की संसद में कहा है 5 साल के पहले सब जमीन पर उतरेगा। मैं कहता हूं 3 साल के अंदर पूरी सिस्टम इस कानून के हिसाब से चलती हो जाएगी। इसमें किसी को संशय रखने की जरूरत नहीं। फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी ने नई शिक्षा नीति का एक ढेर सारे आयाम है, मगर एक आयाम जो यहां जरूरी है, मैं बताता हूं, रिलेवेंट है, वो बताता हूं। अब तक हमारी देश की शिक्षा पद्धति वन साइज फिट फॉर ऑल से चलती थी। जिसको वैज्ञानिक बनना है वो भी आर्ट्स पढ़ता था। मैं बेसिक साइंस की बात नहीं कि ग्रेजुएशन तक की बात कर रहा हूं। जिसको डॉक्टर नहीं बनना है वो भी बायोलॉजी पढ़ता था। जिसको डॉक्टर नहीं बनना है वो भी बायोलॉजी पढ़ता था। जिसको फिजिक्स के क्षेत्र में आगे जाना है वो भी बायोलॉजी पढ़ता था। और जिसको मैथमेटिक्स में आगे बढ़ना है वो भी केमिस्ट्री और बायोलॉजी पढ़ता था। अब हमने डायनेमिक और समयानुकूल बना लिया है और 3 स्तर पर विद्यार्थी अपना करियर चुन सकता है। और समग्र विश्व की शिक्षा को हमने डरे बगैर ओपन किया है। कुछ लोग कहते थे इससे हमारी शिक्षा प्रणाली प्रभावित होगी। मेरा विश्वास है हमारी शिक्षा प्रणाली से विश्व प्रभावित होगा। मेरे मन में कोई संशय नहीं है। हमें डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि मेरा मानना है समग्र विश्व में कोई ऑथेंटिक डेटा तो है नहीं, मगर मैं मानता हूं समग्र विश्व में सबसे पहली शिक्षा की शुरुआत अगर कोई एक देश में हुई है तो भारत में हुई। हम सबसे पुराने हैं, हमें डरने की जरूरत नहीं है। इसी का उपयोग कर कर हमने फॉरेंसिक साइंस में एक्सपर्ट्स की रचना के लिए फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी की रचना की है। अगर बीएससी करना है तो फॉरेंसिक साइंस में करो भाई। अगर आपको फॉरेंसिक साइंस के क्षेत्र में काम करना है तो स्पेशलाइजेशन करो, डबल ग्रेजुएट बनो, रिसर्च करो और क्षेत्र को समृद्ध करो। बाकी सारी चीजों से अलग हटाकर जो बेसिक है तो सब सिखाएंगे, परंतु थ्रस्ट फॉरेंसिक साइंस पर होगा। और ये फॉरेंसिक साइंस की रचना करने के बाद इतने कम समय में 9 कैंपस और विदेश में युगांडा में भी एक कैंपस बनाने का काम एनएफएसयू ने कर लिया है। ये बहुत, इससे ज्यादा स्पीड से कोई यूनिवर्सिटी बढ़ ही नहीं सकती। गांधीनगर, दिल्ली, गोवा, त्रिपुरा, गुवाहाटी, भोपाल, धारवाड़ सब जगह खुले हैं। और अभी एक सप्ताह पहले ही गृह सचिव जी मेरे साथ पास प्रस्ताव लेकर आए थे और 9 कैंपस बनाने चाहिए और भारत सरकार ने उसको फाइनेंशियली नर्स भी करना चाहिए। हमें विश्वास है कि 9 कैंपस और हम 1 साल के अंदर चालू करेंगे तो देश के हर दूसरे राज्य में कैंपस अवेलेबल हो जाएगा। ढेर सारी उपलब्धियां फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी के हैं, आज का विषय नहीं है, परंतु R&D के लिए नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी के बच्चों ने 3000 से ज्यादा रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिकेशन रखे हैं। अपने आप में एम्स के बाद ये पहली यूनिवर्सिटी है जिसने इतने कम समय में 3000 से ज्यादा रिसर्च पेपर रखे हैं। बहुत बड़ी बात है। और R&D ही है जो एक जमाने में हम पिछड़ गए थे दुनिया से, इसको आगे ले जाने में समर्थ हो सकता है। और मैं तो नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी के बच्चों को आपने अब तक 3000 रिसर्च पब्लिकेशन दिए हैं और 100 रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट लिए हैं। मैं तो आग्रह करता हूं इस संख्या को और बढ़ाइए। संतुष्टि रखोगे, सेटिस्फेक्शन रखोगे तो स्टैग्नेंसी प्राप्त करोगे। अध्यात्म की दृष्टि से असंतोष बहुत बुरी चीज है, मगर शिक्षा में असंतोष ही चीज है जो आगे बढ़ाती है। संतुष्ट नहीं रहना चाहिए, आगे बढ़िए और इसको और बढ़ाना चाहिए। और मेक इन इंडिया को भी फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी सार्थक कर रही है। सारी टेक्नोलॉजी को भारत में ही बने। मैंने हंसते हंसते ही बेंगलुरु में एक बार व्यास जी को कह दिया था कि व्यास जी आज उद्घाटन कराया आपने नारकोटिक्स की टेस्टिंग किट तो फॉरेन की है। मुझे आनंद है कि परिचयन नाम की किट 1/3 कॉस्ट में भारतीय, संपूर्ण भारतीय किट बनी है और टेक्नोलॉजिकली ये किट फॉरेन की किट से बहुत एडवांस है। तो ढेर सारा फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी ने काम किया है, मैं इसमें बहुत डिटेल में नहीं जानना चाहता हूं। और वन डाटा वन एंट्री का जो सिद्धांत है, वो सिद्धांत को भी मैं आज सारे स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ बैठते हैं उनको कहना चाहता हूं कि ये हमारे सारे डेटा एक दूसरे के साथ बात करें ऐसी भाषा में ही जनरेट किए गए हैं। अब इसके एनालिसिस के सॉफ्टवेयर बनाने हैं, वो बनाने में आप जरूर आगे बढ़िए। आज मैं इतना जरूर कहना चाहता हूं मित्रों कि 3 कानून, भारतीय न्याय संहिता, भारतीय नागरिक सुरक्षा संहिता और भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम, जो मैं लेकर आया हूं और मोदी जी ने बड़ा साहस कर इसको अप्रूव किया है, ये 150 साल से हम अंग्रेजों के बनाए हुए कानून से चलते थे। मैं एक छोटी सी बात आपका ध्यान दिलाना चाहता हूं। हमारी संपूर्ण न्याय प्रणाली ये न्याय पर आधारित है। न्याय एक अम्ब्रेला टर्म्स है, इसके अंदर विक्टिम भी आता है और जिसने क्राइम किया है वो भी आता है। अब तक हमारी न्याय प्रणाली लंगड़ी थी, इसका नाम ही दंड के नाम से पिनल कोड रखा गया था, दंड के नाम से रखा है। अब पहली बार न्याय के मूल भारतीय कंसेप्ट को इसके अंदर स्थान दिया गया है। पहले जो कानून थे, इसका उद्देश्य अंग्रेजों के राज को यहां पर सुरक्षित करना था। जब मैंने कहा तो तुरंत ही बीबीसी की एक महिला पत्रकार का मुझे फोन आ गया, कितना बड़ा आरोप आप कैसे कर सकते हैं। मैं समझाता हूं आपको, अगर खुला मन है तो वो आई भी, समझी भी और स्वीकार भी किया। मैंने बोला सबसे बड़ा ऑफेंस क्या हो सकता है। 150 साल के पहले की बात करें तो भी, तो मानव शरीर के साथ अपराध सबसे बड़ा होता है। आज के हम काफी आगे बढ़ चुके, दुनिया, समाज, देश आगे बढ़ चुका है, तो बच्चों और महिलाओं के साथ अपराध से बड़ा कोई अपराध ही नहीं हो सकता। तो मानव वध मतलब हत्या, मर्डर 302 नंबर पर था। उसके पहले देश के खजाना लूटना, रेलवे तोड़ना वो था। मैंने बताओ भाई ये प्रायोरिटी क्या थी आपकी? आपकी प्रायोरिटी देश का खजाना, मतलब ब्रिटिश सरकार का खजाना बचाने थी, आपकी आवाजाही के लिए रेलवे करना था। अब इस कानूनों में सबसे पहला, जहां इंट्रोडक्टरी चैप्टर अलग बात है, मगर सबसे पहला चैप्टर जहां से कानूनों की धाराएं शुरू होती है, अपराधों की धारा शुरू होती है, वो चैप्टर है महिला और बच्चों के साथ अपराध का, और इसके बाद मानव से। हमारे संविधान ने नागरिकों को जो अधिकार दिए हैं, वो अधिकारों के संरक्षण के लिए और उसके निर्वहन के लिए, इसके लिए जो ड्यूटी है, ड्यूटी के निर्वहन के लिए कानून बनाए गए हैं। और अभी भी मेरी बात मानकर चलना, ये बहुत बड़ा लेक्चर है, यहां समय भी नहीं होता है और स्थान भी उचित नहीं है, परंतु मैं आपको कहता हूं संपूर्ण भारतीय दृष्टि से न्याय बनाया गया है। हमारे यहां न्याय अंग्रेज लेकर नहीं आए थे, हम सालों से न्याय करते थे। न्याय संहिताएं ढेर सारी है। हमारे न्याय को कंसेप्ट को हमने जमीन पर उतारा है। हमने टेक्नोलॉजी के सारे उपयोग को कानूनी मान्यता देने का प्रयास किया है। जैसे डॉक्यूमेंट है तो हमने इसमें ई डॉक्यूमेंट को समावेश कर लिया। मैं इसलिए आपको समझाता हूं, ये पेन ड्राइव तक सीमित नहीं है। अगले 100 साल तक जितनी भी टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ेगी वो इसी भाषा के अंदर समाहित हो जाएगी, फिर सिर्फ आपको रूल्स में चेंज करना है। तो आज की विद्यमान सारी टेक्नोलॉजी को हमने इसके अंदर स्वीकार किया है और 100 साल तक आने वाली टेक्नोलॉजी को विजुलाइज कर कर इसकी कानूनी व्याख्या में समाहित कर कर कानूनों को बहुत बड़े लंबे सोच विचार के साथ, और इसमें एनएफएसयू का भी बड़ा रोल है। लगभग 35 जगह पे हमने समय सीमाएं बनाई है, पुलिस के लिए भी, प्रोसिक्यूशन एजेंसी के लिए भी और जजों के लिए भी। जज साहबों को जरूर नाराजगी होगी, पुलिस नाराज होगी तो बोलेगी नहीं, परंतु ये न्याय को सार्थक बनाने के लिए जरूरी है। न्याय हास्यास्पद नहीं बनना चाहिए। मैं जब ये बिल रख रहा था, मेरे साथ में रक्षा मंत्री बैठे थे। 35 साल के बाद इनके कोई एक्सीडेंट का नोटिस 2 दिन पहले ही इन पर आया था। ये हो गए 75 के, और जो मर गया था उसकी तीसरी पीढ़ी चल रही है। अब न्याय लेकर भी कोई क्या करेगा, न्याय देकर भी कोई क्या करेगा। तो न्याय को रिलेवेंट बनाने के लिए बहुत काम किया गया है। मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूं, दृढ़ता के साथ, अगर तीनों क्षेत्रों का मुझे सहकार मिला, और मुझे विश्वास है कोऑपरेशन मिलेगा इसमें, क्योंकि ये कोई पॉलिटिकल बात नहीं है, तो 3 साल में हर एफआईआर का जजमेंट आना ही आना सुनिश्चित हो जाएगा। कुछ नहीं कुछ होगा। और 5 साल लगेंगे सिस्टम बनाते हुए, एडॉप्ट करते हुए, पुराना बैकलॉग निकालते निकालते। परंतु मैं एक छोटा उदाहरण देता हूं कि हमने एक देश में कानून बनाया है कि भाई उगाही के क्रिमिनल तरीके हो गए, तो चेक रिटर्न पर हमने एक कानून बनाया कि चेक रिटर्न होता है तो 6 माह की सजा है। कभी किसी को हुई नहीं, क्योंकि कैसे नहीं चलता है, क्यों नहीं चलता है? तो कोर्ट वाले, अरे बैंक वाले कोर्ट में आते ही नहीं। सुबह 10 बजे आ जाएंगे, 5 बजे के बाद कहेंगे कब 1.5 महीने बाद का डेट पड़ा है, पूरा दिन बेकार जाए। अब हमने कहा है कि तेरे बैंक के तय किए हुए कंप्यूटर से ऑनलाइन आप गवाही दे सकते हो, ये वैध कर दी है। तो एक दिन में 45 केस धड़ धड़ कर समाप्त हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि उसमें एक ही सेंटेंस कहना है कि इनसफिशिएंट बैलेंस के कारण ये चेक रिटर्न हुआ है और कोई टेक्निकल कारण नहीं है। तो केस में और कुछ तो करना ही नहीं है। हमने ई गवाही को फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी, फॉरेंसिक साइंस के साइंटिफिक ऑफिसर भी कभी कोर्ट नहीं जाते हैं। काम की प्रायोरिटी होगी शायद, परंतु अब इनको भी जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। आपकी एफएसएल में से ही सीधा कोर्ट में जाकर आप गवाही दे सकते हो। पुलिस ऑफिसर भी अपने पुलिस स्टेशन में बैठ कर गवाही दे सकता है। यहां डीजीपी बैठे हैं गुजरात के, ये एसपी होंगे, किसी की प्रोसिक्यूशन की परमिशन दी होगी, आज उनको गवाही में बुलाएंगे, वलसाड़ में आइए, आप पहले एसपी थे तब था। अब उनको कुछ याद नहीं है बेचारे को, 30 साल पहले क्या हुआ था कुछ याद नहीं है। अब हमने कह दिया है कि फाइल पर से देखकर अभी का जो एसपी है वो ही कोर्ट को असिस्ट करेगा, पुराने ऑफिसर को आने की जरूरत नहीं है। हमने ये भी प्रोविजन रखा है, रेयरेस्ट ऑफ द रेयर केस में अगर न्यायाधीश साहब को लगता है कि उनको ही बात करनी तो ऑनलाइन कर सकते हैं, जिससे न्याय का नुकसान न हो, परंतु ज्यादातर केसों में हो जाए। इस प्रकार से हमने ढेर सारी जगहों पे, 35 जगहों पे अलग अलग प्रकार से इसको काटने की व्यवस्था की। ईज ऑफ जस्टिस के लेकर सरल, सुसंगत, पारदर्शी और समय अनुसार, ये चारों लिम्ब को हमने एडॉप्ट किया है। इसके लिए ढेर सारे काम किए हैं। और जैसा मैंने कहा, फॉरेंसिक के लिए 7 साल और उसके पहले की आगे के जितनी भी सजाएं उसमें कंपलसरी किया है। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक और डिजिटल साक्ष्यों को हमने कानूनी दर्जा दिया है। एफआईआर से मुकदमे तक की सारी चीज ऑनलाइन विक्टिम के लिए उपलब्ध रहेगी। फॉरेंसिक साक्ष्य तलाशी और जब्ती के वक्त ऑडियो वीडियोग्राफी हमने कंपलसरी कर दिया है। पुलिस के बयान में भी जब महिलाओं के साथ अपराध होता है तो वीडियोग्राफी हमने कंपल्सल करी है। पूरे देश में अलग अलग प्रकार की न्याय व्यवस्थाएं थी, बड़े शहरों में लगती, छोटे गांव, सब अब एक हो गया है। पहली बार टेररिज्म और संगठित अपराध को डिफाइन किया गया है। राजद्रोह को हटाकर देशद्रोह का धारा लाया गया है और डायरेक्टर ऑफ प्रोसिक्यूशन के पद को कंपलसरी कर स्ट्रेंथनिंग कर अलग अलग प्रकार के पद जनरेट कर करप्शन को भी रोकने के लिए हमने बहुत बड़ा प्रयास किया है। मित्रों, मैं आज यहाँ पर आया हूँ तब आपके पूरे चर्चाओं के दौरान भी मुझे लगता है कि नए कानूनों के बारे में भी एक एंगल रहना चाहिए। इसको पॉपुलर बनाना, इसको जमीन पर उतारना, ये हम सबका दायित्व है। और आज जब मैं नेशनल फॉरेंसिक साइंस यूनिवर्सिटी में आया हूँ और विशेषकर इतने सारे स्टूडेंट बैठे हैं, तो जरूर कहना चाहूँगा, मोदी जी ने हर क्षेत्र में विश्व में पहले नंबर की कल्पना की है, इसमें फॉरेंसिक साइंस भी है। ये काम आप सभी को करना है। आज भी मैं कहता हूं, विश्व भर में फॉरेंसिक साइंस के क्षेत्र में भारत बहुत ऊपर के क्रमांक में शायद पहला भी होगा। परंतु ये व्यवस्थाएं बन जाने के बाद मैं निश्चित रूप से मानता हूं कि भारत का ही अधिकार है फॉरेंसिक साइंस के क्षेत्र में एक नंबर बनने का। बच्चों को काम करना है, रिसर्च, डेवलपमेंट, स्टडी और इसके विज्ञान का न्याय दिलाने की प्रक्रिया में सरल और समुचित उपयोग। इसके लिए आपको अपनी मेंटालिटी को भी डेवलप करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि आप जो रिजल्ट लेकर आते हो वो अगर न्याय के काम में नहीं आता है तो वो सिर्फ एकेडमिक काम में आएगा। फिर तो आपकी मानसिकता पूरी न्याय प्रणालिका के अंदर एडजस्ट होने की भी साइंटिफिक ऑफिसर के नाते बनानी पड़ेगी। मुझे यहाँ पर बुलाया आप लोगों ने और नए कानूनों और फॉरेंसिक साइंस पर बात करने के लिए आपने मुझे मौका दिया। इसलिए मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ कि आने वाले दिनों में कलेक्टिव नॉलेज और कोलैबोरेटरी स्पिरिट, इसके आधार पर हम आगे बढ़ें और जब 2047 में देश आज़ादी की शताब्दी बनाना हो, हम लोग तो नहीं होंगे मगर ये स्टूडेंट सारे होंगे, तब हमारा स्वप्न जो आज़ादी के आंदोलन के साथ के लिए अपना बलिदान देने वाले लोग थे, इनका स्वप्न हम सब मिलकर साकार करें। यही अभ्यर्थना। भारत माता की जय। वंदे मातरम।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय आपके प्रेरित संबोधन के लिए। बड़े दिनों के बाद ये दिन आज पूर्ण होंगे, सबके काज होंगे, अब राम राज होंगे। माननीय, हम आपको आश्वस्त करते हैं कि आपके दिखाए मार्ग पर चलकर एनएफएसयू भारत को फॉरेंसिक के क्षेत्र में सशक्त बनाने के लिए कटिबद्ध रहेगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय। हम सभी राष्ट्रगान के लिए खड़े रहेंगे।
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तब जय गाथा। जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
जय हिंद, जय भारत। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय। May I request all the distinguished guests, students, teachers to please be seated. May I request everyone to please be seated?
All the esteemed dignitaries and participants are requested to please be seated. And we will begin with the plenary session number 1 right after, in 5 minutes. May I request everybody to please be seated. Please, Vivek, could you please manage at the door so that people do not move out? I request we are beginning with the plenary session number 1. I request the participants, the audience, and the esteemed delegates for the conference to please take your seats. We are beginning in another 5 minutes. Lunch is not served right now, so we need to wait. Just telling, there is no point of moving out. It is suggested that everybody please be seated. Yes, ma'am, 2 minutes, we are just rearranging. I request everybody, please understand this. Vijay sir, can you please ensure everybody do not move out? Please stop. Please take your seats. We're just starting in another 2 minutes. Please, students, please, can you please lock the door and please sit inside? Yes, I think it is just in time to begin with the plenary session number 1. I request the esteemed dignitaries I request Honorable Mr. Justice Kalpeshas Jhaveri sir, Shri Vivek Gogia sir, Professor Dr. G.S. Vajpayee sir, Professor Dr. Balraj Chauhan sir, and Professor Dr. Purvi Pokhariyal ma'am to please come to the stage. Ma'am, please call the other participants. Audience, you are please requested to come to the first section of the auditorium. The participants are requested to kindly take your seats as soon as possible. So I think we're just starting. I think the chair has not come. Students, please take your seats soon. And it is advisable that you may take the front section. I, Mradul Singh, heartily welcomes you to the distinguished dignitaries and this august gathering in the first plenary session of the 5th International and 44th All India Criminology Conference. Today we gather here to delve into a topic that is not only timely but holds immense significance in sharing the future of criminology and justice on the topic New Criminal Laws, a Future Roadmap. The audience is requested to please take your seats as Our dignitaries will initiate the discussions very soon. In a rapidly changing world, the landscape of criminal laws evolve to meet the challenges and complexities of our society. Today, we have the privilege of engaging with some of the finest minds and experts who will share their views ahead. For this session, we have Honorable Mr. Justice Kalpeshis Javeri Sir, former Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court, as the chair and somebody who has vast experience in handling various branches of laws like the Constitution, civil, criminal, labor, companies law, arbitration, preventive detention, and likewise. I would initiate and I would request Sir to kindly take the dais and initiate the discussion on this. Please, sir. Our audience is requested to please give a big round of applause.
I think these sessions will be like a special over after both the team has equal runs. So we'll start with immediately. I first request Mr. Director from the National University of Delhi to start the inning. I will summarize in the end. But the majority of the work is done by the Home Minister. Some of the changes which they have made for the limited investigation within stipulated time, charge sheet, and the finest thing which I liked is 30 days for the judges to deliver the judgment. Let us now start with opening remark of let us start with the capital. Yes, Mr. You can.
Professor Dr. G.S. Bajpai sir is the Vice Chancellor at the National Law University, Delhi, and also is the India President of the Indian Society of Victimology. Please, sir, do share your views. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Justice Javeri ji and Professor Chauhan, my panel co-panelist, and Professor Purvi, thank you so much. I think just for the purpose of brevity, I'll keep my remarks very, very limited and very direct, and it would be in a conversational mode. This session is devoted to look at the roadmap to the newly introduced criminal laws. But you all would be in agreement with me that after a very, very thought-provoking oration by Honorable Minister Mr. Amit Shah ji, there is hardly left anything to be conveyed. But believe me, I have a lot of things to convey. See, I am a student of criminal law, and my perspective is always very, very different when I try to deal with this subject. See, the recipient perspective in criminal law is always very, very important. I would say with the Urdu couplet, which is very apt for the manifestation of criminal law, वो कहते हैं कि कहने वालों का क्या जाता है, कमाल तो सहने वाले करते हैं. So criminal law is always for those who are at the receiving end. And how the stakeholder perspective is about to emerge in the entire delivery of criminal law is something which is very, very important. 2-3 things, one by one I'll reel out, and you will really enjoy what I'm trying to say, because this is not the part of any book. I have been the convener of the Committee on Criminal Law Reform. I'll not discuss that part. I'll discuss you a very fresh perspective. One is very interesting because the minister was really touching the core that the criminal law is not textual. Textual criminal law is limited to what we see. The real effect of criminal law manifests when it is put into operation. So we don't know how criminal law is going to be unfolded when it will be actually implemented. And we should give some time to ourselves until then. Many people are rushing to comment upon this will happen, that will happen. But I would say that 3 erstwhile laws, IPC, CRPC, and Indian evidence, that is in the popular language, they are dead. But I would say that these criminal laws are not dead in that sense, because these laws, IPC, CRPC, with which we have been living for more than 150 years, the principles on which criminal law rests, they continue to be there. So even within the new criminal laws, the principles are the same. And therefore, all those who are sitting here, they should focus on the principled stand of criminal law, which is very, very important. And therefore, I would say nature of criminal law is always seen in its manifestation. Second thing is, the real test of criminal laws will be tested on the principles. When we looked into the criminal law creation in this exercise, we formulated 11 principles on which the criminal law should rest. And people who are only looking at the textual contents of the criminal law, they are only looking at the instrumental aspects of criminal law. But the principal aspects of criminal law are very, very important. So I said in the beginning, how the stakeholders are actually going to interact with these laws is going to be very, very important. So who are the stakeholders? The stakeholders are the accused, the witnesses, the victim. So their interpretation will emerge only after some time. And I always say, these laws will be met with a lot of contradictions, a lot of criticism here and there. But I think that is the process of evolving the criminal law. In fact, the IPC, CRPC, and Indian Evidence Act that you have been dealing with, they have been formulated 150 years ago, but their maturation and evolving of the entire jurisprudence has happened in a consistent manner, in a sequential manner. And we have given a lot of patience to see that unfolding. So when these laws would be really manifesting, when court would start interpreting the various newly introduced provisions of these laws. So till then, I think, as the minister has also said, in next 5 years, we are not going to be very clear. There is a very popular remark which is coming up with regard to these laws is the misuse argument. Misuse argument of criminal law, many people are saying that you have extended the custody, you have given a lot of police power. This is not correct. I'll tell you, those who are the students of criminology, criminal law, they will understand that this misuse argument is intrinsic to any kind of law. And I tell you, suddenly we think that this new law will change everything. It is not that case. Even in the earlier versions of law, because a lot of people are writing against these laws, this will be misused. I said the misuse in case of IPC was happening, CRPC was happening, Indian Evidence Act was happening. But I tell you, this particular thing that I'm saying, misuse is not in the law itself, it is in the process of implementation. So therefore, a lot of onus is going to be now shifted on the enforcement agencies as far as so how the enforcement agencies in future are going to respond to this criminal law is something which is going to be very, very important. And though the minister has he has unfolded a lot of things but I always feel there is a gap between the legal idealism and the pragmatic enforcement of the law. So therefore, what is happening is the textual law is always ideal, but the implementation agencies have their own methods of actually dealing with the things, and therefore we find this misuse argument happening all the time. Now, third thing is very important part which has been, because we are talking about the future roadmap, the forensic science infrastructure and the existing capacity. You know what is most powerful thing that you need to check as a scientist or as a rational thinker? It is the capacity of the system. I always say, if you read the India Justice Report, and you will find that the criminal justice system in terms of capacity lacks the enforcement of law in its very, very primary levels. So as I said, while the idealism is very high, and in fact, if you see, time and again, when timeline issue was being discussed, that how much time the police should take to complete the investigation, or how much time the court should take to complete the trial, the Law Commission was quite hesitant to put such certain guidelines. And they were talking about the capacity of the system. If you see the manpower that is available to dispose these cases or to deal with these cases is absolutely minimal at this stage. So in terms of infrastructure, in terms of manpower, in terms of budgetary allocation, in terms of expertise, and all these things will have to change drastically to be able to put these laws into effect in a very, very efficient manner. Otherwise, even IPC, CRPC, there was not majorly wrong with those laws. I always say those laws were, doing reasonably good, but it was the capacity of the system which was lacking behind because we were unable. Now, I always say that 4.5 crore cases are pending. What does it mean? It means that a lot of people are. So what happens? You not necessarily bring this argument that anything which is old is bad. I always say nobody cares until you are rich, pretty, and dead. Nobody cares. Either you should be. So that thing becomes a matter of satisfaction for us that we have done away with the law. But I tell you, the ideologies in criminal justice system, the attitude of the police enforcement agencies, the practices in the judiciary, and the correctional practices, these things will take a lot of time to get to that level of modernization which is needed for this kind of instrumentality to come up with. Last thing I would say that a lot of research will happen in this space because two things we are not having at this stage, and I'll finish. One is we need to really do a very reasonable impact study about certain new provisions which we have added. I think pilot is something which we are not in the habit of doing, especially when we are gearing to implement some drastic reform. So no impact study at the moment available as to how the system is going to respond about those obligations which this particular law is creating on the part of enforcement agencies or on the part of the criminal justice system. So impact study. Third, we need to create sufficient amount of data to be able to take those decisions, what we call data-driven decisions. In fact, the criminal justice system in our country has been very, very conservative because we have hardly backed our decision on the basis of newly generated data. So I think new generation approach to study criminal justice should focus on making short-term, minor impact studies and generating good data set because tomorrow is going to be the era of AI. So a lot of things would require you to study the pattern, habit, system response, system change, behavioral changes, a lot of these things. So are we ready? That is the roadmap. Are we ready? And I tell you, the laws which are passed in the parliaments are handed over to the criminal justice professionals. What they do is going to be crucial. And therefore, I always say, whenever the criticism of criminal law happens, it is not the criticism of the law. It is the criticism of the agencies in terms of their inability. And their inability stems from those constraints which are natural, intrinsic, and contradictory. Criminal law is contradictory, basically. So basically, criminal law is a mechanism to create certain discomfort in the lives of people. Yeah, in a way. So it's not a very positive thing. But how much criminal law you are creating as preventive one? Because I always feel, Honorable Judge is sitting there, lot of local and special laws we have created which are prefixed by prevention. But that prevention mechanism is not spelled out in the content of those laws through which we could really prevent those crimes. So preventive capacity of the criminal justice system has to be raised, and these laws to be geared to achieve that level of prevention, to be able to really create those events. At the moment, that is the matter of concern. At the moment, Andrew Ashworth, if you see, he is expressing the concern over the rise of preventive criminal law. But he is saying preventive criminal law in a different sense. Lot of provisions in the existing law is utilized to somehow regulate certain people so that they are kept refrained from doing certain things. So like arresting people for a while means regulating them in a particular way. So I think these kinds of things, and criminal law is all about contradictions. And how you are actually going to deal with these contradictions is going to be very, very important. वो उर्दू में कहते हैं ना कि बातों से कौन समझा है सबको एक हादसा जरूरी है ना? तो कुछ हादसे हमारी लाइफ में जब तक होते नहीं तब तक लॉ भी रिफॉर्म नहीं होता. क्रिमिनल लॉ में मेजर रिफॉर्म्स हैपेंड ओनली आफ्टर भंवरी देवी, आफ्टर निर्भया एंड आफ्टर विशाखा, Mathura. So these are the watershed moments in the history of criminal law. This criminal law reform is unprovoked in a sense. Therefore, the emergence of positive criminal law is very, very important. It is very important to raise the conviction rate, but at the same time, it is very important to really think of those alternatives which are capable of providing restoration, reformation, and healing. Because criminal law doesn't heal. It creates turbulence when it works. And when it doesn't work, it creates havoc. So it is in this sense, these are few very important thoughts. Thank you for your kind.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we will move to the next segment, and I would request Professor Dr. Balraj, sir, former Vice Chancellor of the Dharmashastra National Law University, Jabalpur, and who is also currently associated with the Center for Research in Schemes and Policies for Transforming Higher Education and Bringing Excellence to Match our Educational Standards. Please, sir, do share your views.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chairperson, Mr. Justice Kalpesh Trivedi ji, my friend and younger brother, Professor G.S. Bajpayee, Dynamic Chairperson of the ISC, Director of the NFSSU Delhi campus, and younger sister, Dr. Purvi, esteemed colleagues sitting, Dr. Chakravarti, Dr. Arvind, Mehraj Saab, Mamta ji, and all others, Meenakshi, delegates, officers, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wonderful opportunity for me to stand before you to express my thoughts, though I will differ to some extent from Professor Bajpayee. Criminal law brings happiness in the society, I will say. Had there not been criminal law, society has not been peaceful, and for that purpose it is necessary that we should try to understand the purpose, function of the criminal law. In 21st century, the realm of the criminal justice administration is constantly evolving, and new paradigms, what Vajpayee was also discussing, Honorable Home Minister also discussed, are emerging to address the complex challenges of the 21st century. The trends such as restorative justice, especially forensic students should listen to me carefully, and the ISC delegates should listen to me carefully. Restorative justice, data-driven decision-making, technology and innovation, focus on mental health and social detriments, victim-centric approach, community policing and collaboration, environmental criminology, and sustainability are some of the emerging paradigms shaping the future of the criminal justice administration. Believe me, these are the paradigms about whom everybody has started talking or they will talk. Implementing these shifts effectively require sustained dialogue, research, investment, collaboration between the policymakers, practitioners, academics, and communities. The ultimate goal is to create a system that is fair, efficient, restorative, and promotes public safety while upholding human rights and individual dignity. This session is devoted to the roads, future road. New criminal laws, future road ahead. I think the first step I will suggest, the first requirement is convergence. convergence of criminology, law, psychology, sociology, and in this whole thing, criminologist has to play a very important and the pioneer role. All criminologists who are sitting here, believe me, you are the thread who will bring together all the stakeholders, who will bring together all the functionaries of the criminal justice administration to deliver the best. Why I am saying so? Recently, 2 incidents occurred. One in Goa, where a lady, a CEO of a firm, you all might be knowing about that. She murdered her own son. She was loving her very much, but she murdered. Another story from UP, one lady, she murdered her husband as well as her brother-in-law, Jate. And after murder, she marched towards the police station, holding the gun in her hand and surrendered before the police. FIR has been lodged, prosecution has been started. When I talk about the convergence, you see, the role of a police officer as a criminologist, because now it is going to be mandatory that offenses where the punishment is more than 7 years, forensic investigation is a must. When you look towards your own Evidence Act, what I'm teaching so far, and when I read Section 7, Section 9, Section 14, and Section 45, it deals with the expert opinion as well as relevance of the forensic evidence. But after this new legislation, you see a very small change has been done in Section 45. Now new section is 39, Section 39. When they are asking for the expert opinion for the foreign law, science and art, they have included one more word, or any other subject. Now it is for the judge to understand. We were talking that the forensic psychologist should be given more space in the administration of criminal justice. Whenever I used to read the illustration of the Section 14 of the Indian Evidence Act, the illustration is, some of you might have read, a person is in habit of shooting at person. He was charged for murdering Mr. B. This fact will not be relevant because he was in habit of shooting at other person, because it will not prove his intent. Similarly, in our country, defense of diminished responsibility, irresistible impulse, they were not taken into consideration. I think the time has come now when the law teachers, forensic experts, this is a road on which we have to walk together along with the judges, because until and unless the judges will not permit, whenever the person is produced before the court for remand or some other thing, I think the though I understand that the most important requirement of the criminal justice is the effective application of the rule of law. And when we talk about the rule of law, we are talking about the fair investigation as well as fair trial. And that was the reason that Supreme Court intervened, where in the cases where the police officer who himself registered FIR and who himself conducted the investigation. In some cases, High Court allowed that, but ultimately the Supreme Court said, no, 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 this cannot be allowed. Similarly, in other cases where the question is regarding to find out the identity of the accused or identity of, our Home Minister was telling you about so many legislations. He was talking about the data system which the government has prepared, and they are coming up to smoothen the administration of criminal justice. What I want to say, friends, this is the time for all of us. As a law student, I think that I have to work more with the scientist, Mr. Vyas, Dr. Vyas, Vice Chancellor of this university and his team, because then I will understand. When you will read the section, because time is very short, I will only say, try to understand law, then apply the facts on that, blending of the law with criminology, blending of the criminology with the forensic science, and all of it, because I congratulate Professor Chakravarti, because you have started LLM Forensic Science, you have started BSc Forensic Science LLB, future program. We should look such type of programs, because if we want to bring transformation in our education system, and that is the soul of the national education policy. Second thing, we talk about the offenses against women. Time has come when the criminologists should think about the offenses by women. Culturally, how they are different. More and more research you will do, more and more facts will come to your mind, and more you will be able to contribute effectively in protecting, in promoting, or in providing the safeguards to the women of this country. There can't be any society, because once a jurist was asked, how we can remove the crime from our society? There is one best way. What is that? Remove the criminal law. If there will be no law, no criminal law, there will be no crime. Because crime is an act or omission for which the punishment has been provided under the law. The third very important thing, and the last thing I would like to conclude after it, recently in Asha Ranjan versus Bihar, AIR 2017, Supreme Court held that where there is an intra-conflict between the constitutional rights of the accused under the Article 21 and the rights of the victim who are directly affected and also form a part of the constituent of the collective, what test should be applied? You see, both are having the rights. Every time we talk about the balancing the rights, every time we talk about the safeguarding the rights, not only of the accused but the victim also. Not only of the accused but the accuser also. But if there is a conflict, then what we should do? Supreme Court has came out with the paramount collective interest or sustenance of the public confidence in justice dispensation of system. Of these two tests, I think law schools, forensic science schools, and especially in judiciary, I couldn't find much literature that how these tests should be conducted. Collective interest. Second part, because Cardozo, when he was writing, he said that though the justice, though due to the accused, is due to the accuser also. And he proceeded to point out, I quote, due process of law requires that the proceeding shall be fair, but fairness is a relative concept, not an absolute concept. It is fairness with reference to the particular conditions or particular results. What is fair in one set of circumstances may be an act of tyranny in others. What I want to say, that when you are trying to decide a particular case, it's not an easy thing. Only the judges may tell you, because the rights, counter rights, theories, counter theories, and especially these new criminal laws, I believe, have the potential to modernize and improve the efficiency of the criminal justice administration in India. However, navigating potential challenges like implementation hurdles, balancing efficacy with due process, and ensuring accountability will be crucial to realize intended benefits what we want to provide to the society. Like all of you, I'm also hopeful that India is developing, India is changing, and we are going to have Viksit Bharat
in near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such interesting viewpoints. Now, I would like to request Professor Dr. Purvi Bokharyal, ma'am, to please share your views on the said theme. Please.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Justice Kalpesh Jeffrey, former Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, Honorable Professor G.S. Vajpayee, Professor Chauhan, all distinguished guests. Well, before I discuss anything, let me make one point very clear, the object behind keeping this particular session. The new criminal laws, future, all the 3 acts have been already notified, and we are likely to receive the date of the execution, the implementation of these 3 laws very soon. So at this juncture, when there is an amalgamation of the lawyers, judges, law enforcement officers, criminologists, researchers, what is our viewpoint? Because there is a mammoth task, as Honorable HM said, with the largest and vibrant democracy of the world, with huge diversity and plurality, when we have to take all together with these 3 new laws, how do we implement that? How do we do that? That is a real mammoth task. So probably we really wanted to highlight some strategic plan, some ideas. How do we do better? How do we do speed in speed, and how do we do so that we are, I mean, whatever the Honorable HM Sir says, in 3 years we may take little lesser. What are our viewpoints? So at this juncture, before I move ahead, I mean, I would request all the esteemed delegates over here, if you have any plans in your mind regarding how do we take these 3 criminal laws ahead? How do we train? How do we increase the capacity of all the law enforcement agencies? You know, we all have been listening 34, 149, 40, 420, FIR is all getting imprinted in their mind. Now they have to change the sections, change the approach, because in so many provisions, as most of you must have gone through, the approach and the jurisprudence is changed drastically. So how do we shift the mindset? What are your viewpoints? If you have any brilliant ideas, or even if whatever the ideas if you have, please write it down, put your name, and submit to the volunteers. Dr. Hani Matiani is here. You can submit this document, a piece of paper, in whatever way, handwritten, typed, with your name. If you would like to submit, please submit it. Now, what Professor Vajpayee had said, you know, there is a lot of skepticism with reference to three new laws. And that happens very naturally, because anything that comes new, we all resist change. But what I believe that, like the cardinal principles of criminal law, that we should always consider that accused is innocent till the otherwise is proved. Likewise, for any document, time is an essence. Any document is to be touched, is to be tested on the touchstone of the time. It may be the document, it may be the laws, it may be the individual, it may be the system. Time will say as it unfolds. So what I feel that at this juncture, we need to give we need to have some trust and faith in these laws and have given some fair treatment because of certain features which is being explicitly added, and the kind of a jurisprudence that is getting evolved through the existing features if you look at it very carefully. And one of these features is that these laws, the procedural laws, is ensuring the dialogic process, which we call as a fair trial. The victim has been the participant in the criminal justice system. So far, victim has already been lost. Only through some of these Supreme Court judgments, victim was being made part of the mainstream. But now, due to these provisions, now victim has been the important stakeholder in the justice delivery system through the legislative provisions. And that is something which I believe that is a fair process wherein we are trying to establish a dialogic process. So with these assumptions, we have to consider this document, we have to give them a fair deal before we predict anything, before we create any kind of a skepticism. That's one point. The second point is that when it comes to the changing the entire narrative in some of the provisions, which is the narratives is getting entirely changed. At this juncture, if we, at this juncture, how do we create a kind of an ecosystem, a facilitative ecosystem to all the apparatus of the criminal justice system, so that this particular act can be put into motion. So this is a crucial task before us. If we say ourselves as a policy, if we say ourselves as someone who assists the policy makers, help the criminal justice system to strengthen itself, build the criminal justice system, let's come up with the ideas, because as of now, as Honorable HM Sir has rightly pointed out, the BPRND is looking for the kind of a BPRND, and NFSU is given a task, and we are looking for the partners to come along with us in order to ensure that how do we create the entire training system countrywide, so that all the aspects of the new laws with the evolved, with the new approach and the entirely novice jurisprudence can be discussed with them. So this is one food for thought for all of us, and we are looking forward to your ideas and your suggestions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to request the chair of the session, Honorable Mr. Justice Kalpesh Sir, to kindly give your closing remarks.
In any conference, prior to lunch and after lunch is always a very bad time. Anyway, thanks to everyone. I will summarize as quick as possible. Nothing is permanent except change. These wise words were expressed by Greek philosopher Archias around 1500 BC. Now 2800 years later, it appears that the change is indeed still something we have to deal with constantly in every field of life. The criminal justice system is set of law, processes, institutions that aim to prevent, detect, prosecute, and punish crimes while ensuring the rights and safety of all people. It includes institutions like police forces, judicial institutions, legislative bodies, and other supportive organizations like forensic and investigation agencies. Why these changes? I will just go with the heading only, because the time will not permit. Pendency of cases, lack of resources of infrastructure, then lack of vacancies, not filling of the high courts and the lower judiciary, poor quality of investigation and prosecution, human rights violation, outdated laws and procedure, public perception of the second issue, and these three laws. What are the proposed changes? I will only highlight the changes. First, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita defines terrorism and offense such as separationism, armed rebellion against the government, repealment of the offense of the sedition, prescribe capital punishment as the maximum sentence for mob lynching, propose 10 years imprisonment for sexual intercourse with women on false promise of marriage. It introduced community service as a form of punishment for specific crimes. This act fixes maximum limit of 180 days to file a charge sheet. Proposed changes in the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha. These are the only highlights. It promotes the use of technology for trial and appeals and recording of deposition. Video recording statement of the survivor or the sexual violence compulsory. Police must inform about the status of a complaint in 90 days to the victim. That's another introduction. Section 41A of CRPC will be renumbered as 35. This change includes an added safeguard stipulating that no arrest can be made without prior approval from an officer, at least at the rank of deputy superintendent of police, especially for the offense punishable less than 3 years or for individual above 60 years. The Act requires police consultant the victim before withdrawing a case punishable by 7 years or more. It allows absconding criminal, this is I think a good change, to be tried in absentia by court and sentenced to, which can deter fugitive for escaping justice. Majority of the trial court cases are pending before this absconding accused. Empowers magistrate to take cognizance of the offense based on electronic records such as emails, SMS, WhatsApp, message, etc. Mercy petition in death sentence case to be filed within 30 days to the governor and within 6 days to the president. No appeal shall lie to against the precedent decision in any court. Proposed changes in the Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam 2023, electronic evidence is defined. Then they have defined admissibility of the electronic evidence, provides for admissibility of DNA evidence such as consent, change of custody, etc. Recognize expert opinion as a form of evidence such as medical opinion, handwriting analysis, and other opinion. It introduced presumption of innocence as a fundamental principle of criminal justice system, which was originally based on our system. What are the committee which has been formed all throughout? First was Vara Committee in 1993, then Justice Mallimath Committee 2003, then Madhav Menon Committee 2007. Then Supreme Court direction they have taken into consideration for police reforms. What is the significance of the proposed? That's my personal conclusion. The reform aims modernization and simplify the criminal law, which are outdated and complex. The reforms will make the law more in a tune with the Indian spirit and ethos and reflects the changing nature of crime, society, and the technology. The reform will repeal the draconian sedition law under Section 124A of IPC, which has been widely criticized for being misused against the dissenters and the critics of the government. The reform will also introduce new offences such as terrorism, corruption, mob lynching, and organized crime, which are not adequately covered by the existing law. The reform will make the sexual offense gender neutral by including man and transgender as potential victim and offender in the additional to the woman. The reform will increase the use of electronic evidence and forensic during the investigation, prosecution, and education. The reform will empower the citizen by allowing them to register a police complaint in any police station regardless of location where the crime took place. This is always helpful. The reform will also provide for effective protection of the constitutional rights of citizens, such as right to life, liberty, dignity, privacy, and fair trial. The one thing which has left, they should reconsider or amend it, plea bargaining. I think that they should emphasize more on plea bargaining, then we can reduce many litigation in the court, and pending trial, open bench concept should have been introduced by the parliament. That's my suggestion. Thanks to Mr. Bajpai, Mr. Chauhan. Obvious, Dr. Pokharia is my family teacher. Therefore, Ma'am Puri Pokharia, thanks to everyone giving this opportunity. As a judge, basically I have not practiced on criminal side, but I have dealt with my 6.5 years in Gujarat at least in criminal law. One incident I tell you, the women are the enemy of the woman. If you look at in Saurashtra, the daughter-in-law is victimized by the mother-in-law and the sister-in-law. Therefore, what you say is correct. Sometimes there also misuse of act is required to be some. Many of the cases I have found that the accused as a woman. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to give some insight of the new 3 Act. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I will take this opportunity to felicitate our esteemed dignitaries, and I would request Professor Dr. Purvi Pokhariyal ma'am to please facilitate the chair of the session, Honorable Mr. Justice Kalpesh S. Javeri, sir. Please, ma'am. Now, I would request ma'am to also further facilitate Professor Dr. Balraj Chauhan, sir. Please, ma'am. And I would now also further request, please, dignitaries, give a good, participants give a round of applause also to facilitate Professor Dr. Balraj Chauhan, sir. Sorry, Professor Dr. G.S. Bajpai. I'm so sorry. Apologies. Though one of our speakers, Shri Vivek Gogay sir, could not be here, but he sent his regards. And I now thank everybody for being with us for the plenary session number 1. And now I would request the dignitaries to move to the International Guest House for the lunch. And the participants have to go to the lawn area near the canteen for lunch. And we will slowly wait until the guests move out. Just 2 minutes, let the dignitaries move out of there. Thank you. And we will start with the plenary session as per the schedule, already circulated. Thank you.
हाँ जहाँ जहाँ चाहें सर तो वहाँ
मैं अहमदाबाद में हूँ यहाँ जो कांग्रेस को आए थे अमित शाह साहब उन्होंने